Ellwood City has had a long tradition in football being played at the Ewing Park Sports Complex, just a little drive from the school. But that's not where the Wolverine football started. The day, October 16th, 2023, will mark the 70th anniversary of football being played at Helling Stadium. But before there, football was played near the school grounds on a field called Lawrence Field, traditionally where the choir, band, and big gym are located today. The first season played at Lawrence Field, later named Lincoln Field, was in 1921. The field was located at the current parking lot at Lincoln High School. The last game played at Lincoln Field was October 3rd, 1953 versus Aliquippa. Aliquippa won 13-6. The last touchdown scored at Lincoln Field was a 50-yard touchdown pass from Reno Angelone to Ray Johnston from Ellwood City. But a big project was in the making that took over a year to plan, map out, and finalize, as the Wolverines would have a new home for the upcoming season. October 16th, 1953 was when the first football game was played in Ewing Park Sports Complex at Ewing Park Stadium versus Clairton. Clairton won 32-12. The first touchdown scored at the field was by Bill Hill for Clairton on a 9-yard run. Ellwood City's first touchdown in Ewing Park was a 43-yard touchdown pass from Reno Angelone, you guessed it, to Ray Johnston. More plans came together just a year later to make the complex that much more accommodating. The field house at Ewing Park Stadium was constructed in 1954. 15 years later, on September 12, 1969, Ewing Park Stadium was renamed Helling Stadium in honor of Dr. H.E. Helling, a local physician for more than 60 years and a school board member for 31 years. The last game played at the original field in Ewing Park, Helling Stadium, was on November 7, 1997, a playoff game versus Brownsville. Brownsville won 14-7. The last touchdown scored by Ellwood City on the field was a 33-yard touchdown run by Dave Gardner. The last touchdown scored on the field overall was a 25-yard touchdown pass from Mike Patitucci to Quentin Biddings. A new era was arriving for Ellwood City, and that included a new, reconstructed football field. The first football game played at the reconstructed Helling Stadium was October 10, 1998 versus Moon. Moon won 34-7. The first ever touchdown scored on the new field was a 1-yard run by Pat Miller from Moon. The first Ellwood City touchdown on the field was a 25-yard touchdown pass from Santino Sonny Riccio to Ben Lucarelli. The field has seen a lot of games played during that time, but the push for turf field lingered for several years, even decades. Finally, something big and new, never done before in Ellwood, was coming. Artificial turf was upon us for the Wolverines. The first game played at the current renovated Helling Stadium with artificial turf was October 14, 2023 versus Beaver Falls. Beaver Falls won 42-13. The first touchdown scored on the field was a 58-yard touchdown pass from Jalen Brickner to Richard Singleton. The first touchdown scored by Ellwood City on the new turf was a 17-yard run by Elijah Palmer McCain. Ellwood City has also had the ability to play soccer, have practice for the band, the cheerleaders, and the teams when weather is not permitting. Spring training and conditioning for other sports like baseball and softball can also be conducted on the new turf field, opening new possibilities to future plans and activities. As the history continues to build for Ellwood City and Lincoln High School, one thing is certain: build it and they will come. Thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I present to you the pride of Ellwood City, your Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. The Blue Band is under the field direction of the drum majors Lila Fox and Cassie Skeen. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, followed by the Lincoln High School alma mater. Now the Blue Band would like to honor America with a patriotic medley entitled The Spirit of America. The Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band of Ellwood City is a traditional marching band. Since the late 1950s, the band has been known as the Blue Band, named after the Penn State Blue Band. Throughout the years, the Lincoln High School Blue Band has kept with its tradition of show-style, high-step style of marching. In the early 2000s, the band was made into an all-brass and percussion marching band format, much like the Ohio State Marching Band. While honoring our past, we celebrate the present and embrace the future.
Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you tonight from Helling Stadium here in Ellwood City, where the New Brighton Lions are coming into town. But before we get to the game, a very time-honored tradition all over the United States is, of course, our homecoming night. And tonight we'll be introducing the girls here for the homecoming court, and then at halftime we'll crown the winner. So, as we go into it, welcome students, parents, alumni, and friends to the Lincoln High School 67th annual homecoming, 67 years long. Thank you for joining us tonight as the spirits are high and our football team is poised for a victory against the New Brighton Lions. Stepping across the field now is just a small representation of the fine young women who make up our senior class this year. And at halftime, one of these ladies will be crowned Lincoln High School's homecoming. Here is the 2023 homecoming court. First up is Valerie Avelos Ciudad, escorted by her father, Stephen Loveland. She is the daughter of Jahira Ciudad. Valerie belongs to the Senior High Student Council and Pause for a Cause. She is also a high honor roll student. Upon graduation, Valerie is undecided in her course of study, but plans to attend a 4-year university. Next we have Miss Casey Barnett, escorted by her father, Jeff Barnett, is the daughter of Jeff and Tanya Barnett. Casey is a member of the varsity cheering squad and was named an All-American cheerleader by UCA. She is also vice president of the French Club, a member of the Senior High Student Council, and participates in peer leadership. A high honor roll student, Casey belongs to our school's chapter of the National Honor Society. Outside of school, Casey is a leader for the Ellwood City SOZO. Upon graduation, Casey plans to attend a 4-year university and earn a business degree. Miss Casey Barnett. Next up is Miss Giovanna Huth. She is escorted by her father, Ben Huth, and is the daughter of Ben and Kara Huth. Giovanna is vice president of the senior class, co-captain of the varsity cheering squad, and is a member of the Senior High Student Council. A high honor student, Giovanna also belongs to the Lincoln chapter of National Honor Society. Upon graduation, Giovanna plans to attend a 4-year university and pursue a career in the medical field. Miss Giovanna Huth. Next up is Julia Nardone, escorted by her father, Joe Nardone. She is the daughter of Joe and Kelly Nardone. Julia is captain of the varsity softball team and also plays travel ball for Silver Creek. For the past 3 years, she has been named a softball all-star in both Lawrence and Beaver counties. She is secretary of the French Club, an executive board member for Club Hope, and is also a member of Senior High Student Council, the Ellwood City Culture Club, and LHS's Youth Ambassador Program. An honor roll student, Julia plans to attend a 4-year college and study secondary education. Miss Julia Nardone. Next up, we have Miss Claire Noble, escorted by her father, Colonel Ryan Noble, and she is the daughter of Ryan and Dina Noble. Claire is captain of the varsity volleyball team, was named all-section the past 3 years, and team MVP her sophomore and junior years. She has also played club volleyball for Renaissance for the past 2 years. Additionally, Claire is captain of the varsity girls basketball team, where she was named all-section as a sophomore and junior, and was selected as a team MVP her junior year. For the past 3 years, she has played AAU basketball for SLAM. When Claire isn't busy with her athletic pursuits, she is a treasurer of the French Club and a member of Senior High Student Council. A high honor student, Claire is a member of our school's chapter of National Honor Society, has been named Lions Club Student of the Month, and is recipient of the Peer Leadership Award as a freshman and a junior. Upon graduation, Claire plans to attend Clarion University on a full athletic scholarship for women's basketball and will study chemistry/pre-pharmacy. Miss Claire Noble. Next up is Miss Kira Rosansky, escorted by her father, Gary Rosansky. Kira is the daughter of Gary and Tammy Rosansky. She is captain of the girls' varsity softball team, plays travel ball for ROC Elite, and is also a member of the varsity volleyball team. She serves as secretary for the senior class. She's a member of the National Honor Society, is on the executive board for Club Hope, and also represents her class through peer leadership. Kira is a high honor roll student who has received the Presidential Academic Award the past 3 years, and she has also been recognized as an all-star for Lawrence County softball. Upon graduation, Kira plans to attend a 4-year university and is undecided on her major. Miss Kira Rosansky. Next up is Kaylee Shriver, escorted by her father, Ronald Shriver. She is the daughter of Ronald and Ashley Shriver. Kaylee is co-captain of the varsity cheering squad and was named an All-American cheerleader by the UCA. Kaylee is president of the Ellwood City Culture Club and is an honor roll student who also belongs to the school's chapter of National Honor Society. Upon graduation, Kaylee plans to attend a 2-year college to study stenography. Miss Kaylee Shriver. And the final is Annabelle Woodhead, escorted by her father, Craig Woodhead. She is the daughter of Craig and Danielle Woodhead. Annabelle is co-captain of the varsity cheering squad and was named a UCA All-American cheerleader. She also runs track for the Wolverines and is a former member of the girls' golf team. Annabelle is a member of the Senior High Student Council and the Ski Club. And upon graduation from LHS, she plans to attend a school to become a dental hygienist. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our Lincoln High School 2023 homecoming court. Stay tuned for our halftime festivities where we will crown our newest homecoming queen. What a wonderful night here for the homecoming. The rain got out of its system here earlier today, and no sun glare, got a little overcast, but no rain in sight. As a special night here for the whole senior class, especially these young ladies we have out here on the field. So with that, we're going to show you a short video. Catch a breath, grab a drink, and be back for our pregame festivities.
Week 5 saw the Wolverines taking on the Mohawk Warriors, who sat alone atop of the MAC Conference standings. Things got underway as Ellwood City was able to stop the Warriors on their first drive on an unsuccessful 4th down attempt, and were able to march all the way down the field to the 2-yard line. An unfortunate pass by quarterback Chris Smiley was picked off by the Warriors, and the rest of the night would go in favor of Mohawk. The Warriors took the ball and marched 96 yards to put up the first points as quarterback phenom Jay Rona threw a 15-yard touchdown pass to open wide receiver Bobby Fadden. Second quarter action saw the Rona-Fadden connection happen again, this time from 7 yards out, as Mohawk led early 14-0. A little spurt came from Ellwood City as running back Elijah Palmer McCain picked off a deflected pass and returned it back to the 2-yard line. EPM finished it off with a 2-yard rushing touchdown, but that was as close as it would get for the Wolverines. 4 straight scores would occur for the Warriors. The third touchdown pass by Rona to wide receiver Blake Logan on a broken play with triple zeros up on the clock had the game in hands of the Warriors, followed by a quick second-half score for the fourth touchdown pass, this time Rona to retort. Good leg kicker Josh Wilkins nailed a 21-yard field goal, while Sam List added the last score for the Warriors on a 30-yard rushing touchdown. Last score of the night would go to the Wolverines as running back Anthony Barbario would run in the 1-yard rushing touchdown. The final scoreboard read 38-14 as Mohawk went and dominated all 48 minutes of the game. The Wolverines will look to bounce back as they play host to the New Brighton Lions, who will be looking for their first victory of the season. Will the Wolverines be on upset alert, or will Ellwood City continue their push to playoffs? Find out next on Ellwood City Sports.
Welcome back, folks, and I hope you enjoyed the homecoming festivities as we introduced the homecoming court. Earlier today, Joseph Roth was named Homecoming King. A little pep rally, and I think he got a pie in the face there at some point. So good times had by all. Now we turn our attention to football as Ellwood City is hosting the New Brighton Lions. Ellwood City coming in with a record of 3-3, 1-2 in conference play. Tough loss last week there to the Mohawk Warriors, and they're taking on New Brighton Lions. New Brighton coming in 0-6, 0-3 in conference play. New Brighton Lions team, we'll just say it, struggling. Hey, by the way, Thad Sturgeon alongside Brad Windhorst and Dakota Marshall running the camera as always. The opponent tonight for the Wolverines just averaging 9, as I said, at 3-3. And a lot of good things going on for the Wolverines. It's starting here tonight with junior quarterback, the southpaw, Chris Smiley. He's averaging his completed percentage. He's 61 for 122, so about 50%. 7 TDs on the season and 5 interceptions. He's thrown for 802 yards, about a 13-yard average, and he's going to go to one of his favorite targets usually. We'll find Michael Walters already with 24 receptions on the season, 5 touchdowns for the senior Michael Walters, 13.5 average. On the rushing side of the ball, of course, you can't talk about the Wolverines right now without talking about Elijah Palmer McCain. 153 carries. He's going to get most of the workload and averaging 5.3 a game. As you see him come out here, here's the Wolverines. Number 13, Caden Daccio carrying the EC flag, and for the American flag is Mr. Ethan Patterson. Tradition there started a couple years ago as they come out through the human tunnel, for lack of a better word, that they started doing. So just about 5-6 minutes away here from the start of this section matchup. Brad, go ahead. You got some stuff there for the all-time series?
Yeah, the all-time series here between New Brighton and Ellwood City. This is the 66th meeting on this great traditional matchup with New Brighton leading 32, 28, and 5. But the Wolverines have won the most recent game just last year, 18-13. Most points scored for Ellwood was back in 2011 when they put up 54. It was a barn burner, 54-40 victory over New Brighton. On the flip side, New Brighton back in 2013, they spotted 42 points in that victory there. Total shutouts. This is a group that both teams, sometimes we've had some blowouts and a lot of shutouts. Both teams with 13 shutouts in those 65 games. And total points there, obviously, New Brighton at 16.6, 14.5. We can throw those out the door because I have a feeling those numbers mean nothing tonight-wise.
No, they don't, but it is fun when you get these long time, 65 games. You know, I'm 50 years old, but I can talk to my dad about when he was in Lincoln High School and having to play New Brighton. I mean, all the generations down through can have a story about playing a school. It's not too far away down there in Beaver County. Brad, you got some standings there for us, or do you want to go to the keys of the game?
Yeah, the keys of the game tonight for me wise. Ellwood has had 2 back-to-back tough games that, let's be real, Thad, they're not favored to win. Even though it's at home, you maybe want to do some damage. They've been outscored 32 in those 2 games. Let's get back to the basics. Let's get back to winning ways. Let's run the ball first and get some passing game. I think there are a lot of things to be had tonight for these Ellwood City Wolverines. You're trying to force a team to be one-dimensional. If you can get New Brighton to run the ball not the entire time, that would help. Or if you can get New Brighton to throw the ball, at least you now know what to expect. And then obviously it is October, which usually means we're on the verge of some kind of weather system coming through at some point. I'm going to go and say it, Turnover City. That is something tonight I believe will come into play. Now, Thad, we'll talk about the standings real quick once again. Mohawk Warriors leading the charge with that victory last week. They're at 5-1. They're tied with Neshannock. They've got a big matchup coming up down the road. Will be Mohawk and Neshannock. But tonight, it is Beaver Falls at Mohawk. We'll find out how good Mohawk is tonight.
Yes.
Freedom is at Neshannock, and Freedom has usually played Neshannock pretty well, so that's another big one. And then Western Beavers hosting Riverside on Saturday.
So a lot of action, as you just highlighted there, and I think it's going to tell us quite a bit. Do we have the coin toss there?
Yep, they officially went through the motions here of the coin toss. It looks like Ellwood City won, and they will be deferring to the second half.
Okay, while we do that, I don't know if you had the camera out there or not, but one town, one team, one family this year, an honorary captain. And our honorary captain this year was Jonah Moore, a sixth grader, number 3, a running back and linebacker. That sixth grader, Mr. Jonah Moore, out there as an honorary captain tonight. Jonah, can't wait to see you on the field, on the big stage on Friday nights here in 3 years. As we see the officials, and once again, as I said, we'll be 5 to 6 minutes away. At 2.5 minutes, we're game on. And that's fine. Our pregame was kind of rushed tonight from the statistical side of things. But there was more important things to talk about, and that, of course, was our homecoming court. Stick around at halftime. We'll have the New Brighton Band, shortened version of the Ellwood City Marching Band, and then the crowning of our 2023 Homecoming Queen.
And that it looks like it'd be number 19, Caitlin Kreitzer, kicking us off.
Yep, Miss Caitlin Kreitzer. We'll talk about some of her play that she played this week in the volleyball matches that the girls had as the evening progresses. Big wins for the volleyball team. Miss Caitlin, high end over end kick. Going to be taken there at about the 14-yard line by number 4, Nazir Humphreys. Tries to do a shake and bake and gets his legs taken out. Was there a fumble on the play?
Yeah, they're going to say that was officially a fumble. It was quickly recovered by New Brighton, number 24.
24 with the recovery. Heath Lewis, we're going to be saying his name quite a bit tonight. So not much of return there for Nazir Humphreys. Now coming out is New Brighton, and we're going to see Mr. Brian Taylor, number 7, should be the quarterback on record.
And that tackle there technically was by Caden Daccio.
Okay, Caden coming in tonight with 48 tackles, 14 for a loss, 5.5 sacks. Number 13, we'll keep an eye on him as the evening progresses. Now Taylor throws it out there to number 5, almost bobbled it, but he kept a hold of it. Coverage there was by Dante Pierce. Brings him down, but a nice first down gain as Taylor, went to Heath Lewis. Going to give him about 7, we'll call it 8 yards on the play. So second down and 2. And honestly, Brad, anything New Brighton does is going to be a surprise. Not sure if they're coming in to run the ball, to pass the ball. I think we're going to see him pass it a little bit more. Now Taylor with Humphreys to his left, 3 wide outs to the wide side left. Quick, big pass out there, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Driven out of bounds there by Declan O'Brien. Number 3 that was that time. Jaden Salata, the junior, 6'0", $145, but that is enough for an Ellwood City first down. And I don't know about you, Brad, but these the numbers on New Brighton's jerseys are just not jumping out at me. So bear with us, folks. But first down for New Brighton on this first drive of the game that started right there at about the 19-yard line. Handoff this time, trying to go up the middle. Oh, drug back. That's probably Twaddell in there, I'm betting. As number 4, Nazir Humphreys, was trying to get legs underneath him, but unable to really gain any yards. No gain on the play. And that was number 73, Evan Twaddell, with the tackle as he comes off the field. Brings up a second down and 10, ball on the 33-yard line. So now, Taylor, sidecar to his left and right. No step back or drop. He just throws it out there, and I like the play. Just wasn't able to get it executed as he was going to Jackson Zahn, and the ball falls incomplete. Something you don't see very often, Brad, is as Taylor got the ball, there was really not even a two-step drop. He just kind of moved his feet back a half a step and launched the ball. Hahn was slightly open, but the throw was just not out of his outstretched hands.
So that's going to set up that here. Big one for Ellwood, if you ask me, honestly. 3rd down and 10. They got to jump out on this, try to force a punt.
Yes, and they don't have enough. Yep. Oh, and I tell you right now, that was a blessing for the Wolverines. There's a New Brighton illegal procedure. They had 3 wideouts on this side and 2 blue jerseys on this side. And Declan Gray, showing that he's played a lot of football, was trying to get some help from his friends to get over there.
So that'll spot the ball now officially back to the 28. So it'll be 3rd and 15 now officially for New Brighton.
Hard to believe we're in the 7th game of the season already on this 3rd and 15. Taylor, he has some time, squirts out of there, throws it down there, and there's a penalty. Ill-advised play there as Dominic Hogue all but tackled the would-be receiver before the ball could really get there. The pass was intended for Salata. I said Taylor had some time, but that pocket closed very, very quickly. Michael Walters in there to disrupt things, as well as Daccio. And
this will not be a automatic first down, but because it's only 15, it should be a first down.
True.
So it works out.
No.
Or are they going to stay short?
No, they're moving the sticks.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
It should have been. The second stick guy was not moving. That's what was throwing me off. I saw the number 1. So 2 first downs here for New Brighton, and a team that is only averaging 9.7 points a game. First downs are a premium and momentum. Now Taylor, 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Quick pass. They're doing them quick passes, and he got his man, number 14. Jackson's on, been going to him several times tonight.
He was pushed out by Curtin.
But, Brad, another first down.
Yep.
And I think the Wolverines here, as we're just 5 plays into this game, but what have we seen New Brighton do? Quick strikes.
Absolutely.
They're content with them 4 to 6 yards. And I tell you what, if you watch tape on the Wolverines, the last 2 weeks in particular, them yards after catch crushed them. So things in Taylor back, throws it out there in that quick pass, gets it to Humphreys, trying to go forward, and number 1, Richard Curtin had him wrapped up, but his buddy Declan O'Brien came in to finish him off to limit that gain to just 2 yards.
Yeah, it was number 1, Dominic Hogue.
Oh, Dominic Hogue, I'm sorry. So after I said that, I thought, he's not on this side. So he covered a lot of ground. So just a pickup of 2 on that play now. So play clock down to 5, and they just break the huddle. They're going to have to move here, and I don't think they're going to get it off. They did. Nope, they didn't. Oh, and I mean, you could see Brian Taylor was not happy with how that happened. Oh, they did get the timeout? Okay. I thought I saw a flag come up down here. But I will tell you, it's neon night for the student section. So there's a lot of yellow bags. There's a lot of construction things to go with the neon theme. So yeah, if there's flashes of that going across your screen tonight, that is exactly why. So first time out taken here by New Brighton. They'll have 2 remaining.
I'm not really sure what the official's doing there. I'm wondering if they're going to do the 25-second clock once again on the field. They motioned up here to the press box.
Or I don't know if it was maybe 40 and now it's down to 25.
They pushed and then they went like this and they're pointing to both end zones and they said on the field. So it looks like I have a feeling they're going to do it on the field once again.
Well, after a timeout.
Let's see here.
Yeah, we'll wait to see what they do.
Yeah.
Normally they would shut it off. The normal clock operator, Mr. Gary Rosansky, he's got other duties tonight as he is an escort for his daughter Kira, for she is on the homecoming court. So 2nd and 8. So as Taylor.
It's running.
Yep.
I think they were just went from 40 to 25. Taylor wants a quick pass. This time he tries to step up, makes a man miss. Pinball's around there, pushing the Powell forward. I'm impressed with how Taylor ran that ball because he got about 5 yards after that initial hit. Ethan Patterson was there to finally bring him down, but he had about 4 blue jerseys hanging off of him. He made something out of nothing, did Taylor, and it's pretty obvious to me, Brad, they're just wanting that quick strike, quick pass. They're not even waiting for backs to get out of the backfield.
Don't blame it. It's beaten Ellwood. It's either been the long ball or the quick pass out.
They've ran the ball once so far in this drive. 3rd and 3. Tries to go up the middle. Is number 1 driven
and that may
back?
Be why.
Yep. Driven back was Deontay Moore. He got about 1, needed 3. Dominic Hogan there for the stop, as well as Daccio was in there to clean it up.
They're saying Patterson.
Oh, Patterson. Okay.
In here, but.
So right now, the way it stands, we got a 4th and 3, and this drive started on, I want to say, the 19-yard line. 18-yard line. So, New Brighton has moved the ball.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Oh, this is a no-brainer.
Yep.
You definitely
on this 4th and 2. Play clock down to 5. Taylor this time tries to run it forward. Can he get it? He's going to get the first down. Makes a man miss. Gets it up to the 35-yard line.
That's a product of the Wolverines going and pursuing way too fast. It's kind of like the Steelers this past week. They go too far up the field and got past
I think right now, you're going to have to job shadow.
Yeah.
You're going to have a linebacker back there because we've seen it 2 times now where Taylor's gone back. If the quick pass wasn't there, he's had a lane to bust it up the middle.
Number 8 with the tackle on that one.
So Michael Walters gets in on the tackle sheet here tonight. Guy that did not start on the line, and now all of a sudden he's making some ways on defense.
1st and 10, Taylor, quick pass out there to number 5.
Can't leave him wide open.
Yep, and he follows his way forward. Not a big gain, but enough of a gain as Mike Vion gets the catch. And they're going to mark the ball
at the 28.
To 28. So pickup of about 7. I got to tell you, Brad, coming in here on this first drive, I'm rather impressed with how New Brighton's able to move the ball. You see that 0-6 record. That's still why you line up and play them. All spread out now. Taylor hands it off to number 4, tries going up the middle, drives them legs forward, and he is going to get enough, Nizier Humphreys, for the first down. And move the sticks once again. That's about the 5th first down on this drive. Daccio now. I was going to say earlier, Daccio's leading the team in tackles with 48 coming into the game. 14 of those 48 tackles have been for a loss. Walters, as you said, Brad, has only really started on that line the last 2 games, I want to say. He's leading there with 13 tackles, forced fumble, and fumble recovery. So now Taylor, new set of downs, 1st and 10, lops it up there for number 5. What a catch! Into the end zone he goes is Mike Vion for the 25-yard touchdown.
Oh, boy.
As Taylor, just this time, it was more, I'm going to call it just a go route for Vion. And he had a step and made him pay. Made him pay. So, wow, that drive, 72 yards, about 9 or 10 plays. I think there was only 2 runs on the whole entire, other than the quarterback keeper. Down they went. So, now on for the extra point. And that extra point is good by number 6, Jesus Farinha, the senior kicker. So 5:50 remaining, a time-consuming drive by New Brighton, and they take the lead 7-0. Let's take a quick timeout, Brad. Are you kidding me? Welcome back, folks. That scoring drive, 6 minutes and 10 seconds for New Brighton. March down the field, makes the score 7-0. Now they're going to be kicking off. High kick, going to be bounced there. Dante Pierce, and it's going to die there at the 5-yard line. He's got to pick it up, and he's going to be tackled there.
Yikes,
Wow,
yikes,
not the way the
yikes.
Wolverines wanted to start this. Great coverage. He couldn't let it go into bend zone because it was going to die there. Did you get who did that tackle?
Number 1.
Deontay Moore, will credit him with the tackle, but there was 3 white shirts there around him as Dante tried to pick it up. And going to have a long field here now for the Wolverines.
One thing you never do, Thad, if it's a high kick, you never let it hit the ground.
Well,
you just don't.
It did that time. Unfavorable bounce for the Wolverines. Now, Chris Smiley wants to go back to pass. Swings it out there to Luciano Gagrick. He makes the catch. Going to go up the sidelines. Going to get out to the 12-yard line, a 16-yard line. Going to be enough for a Wolverine first down. He was pretty wide open. I think that's where you'll see the other side of things happening here. The Lions have given up at an average 45.8. Now, 60 of that average was against Beaver Falls last week. I like how Ellwood City come out here, moving a little quick. I mean, there's still 20 seconds. Handoff to Elijah Palmer McCain. Makes a man miss. Dragon, he's drugged down from behind. So that's going to be enough for an Ellwood City first down. He was stopped there by Braden Dietz. Drugged down from behind, or we would have seen Elijah run for a little bit more. Elijah coming in, averaging 5.3 average carry. Like I said, he'll get the workload. And this is Luciano Gagrick. Up the middle he goes. And right now the Wolverines just carving their way up the field.
I think they're going to get a favorable spot there.
Luch, yes, they did. Yeah, I didn't think he got enough for a first down.
We'll take it,
but
though.
He got it. So 4 plays, and they've gone already. Well, they're up to the 39-yard line. So I like the hurry up of the Wolverines here. Handoff to Elijah. Taken down there. Number 1 was in there to stop him, Deontay Moore. Limited to about a 4-yard gain. Maybe close to 5. So Drake Davis checking in. And we also saw in there Josh Gilchrist. Josh is a junior, 6'3". Seen him get sprinkled into the offense a little bit more here the last couple weeks. Logan McClymon's the center. Under center is Smiley. Elijah, see what the spot is here. Looks like he's going to be a little bit short. I see Deontay Moore at the bottom of the pile. He had some help from his friends, but not after a 4-yard gain. So 3rd and 1 here for the Wolverines. Smiley under center. He's going to just run it forward, and he does. Makes the first wave miss. Needed 1. Got about 5. Did Chris Smiley. That's going to be enough for another Ellwood City first down. First downs are just happening all over the place. Moore in on a tackle again. We've said his name about 4 or 5 times tonight, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet. So Smiley gets the call from the sidelines.
I could say that. I think we went back to the basics so far. Just running up the middle.
Smiley now. Hands it off there to Elijah and makes the first wave miss. Hit hard there by about 3 Lions. Number 52 was in there. Oh, we give more of the credit. Curie was in there as well. So 2nd down and about, we're going to call it a long 5 now for the Wolverines. This drive started on there about, their 5-yard line?
Yep, 5-yard, yep.
So Smiley, and a big jump there. I think we're going to get the 3rd penalty of the night, 2nd penalty of the night for New Brighton. Ellwood City coming into the contest, 45 penalties in 6 games, which you're going to have 5-7 penalties a game. It just happens. So from an average standpoint, they've been pretty disciplined. sometimes those penalties are just at the wrong time. So Smiley now on this 2nd down and 1 goes back to pass. Wants to go downfield. Got Walters down there, and it's intercepted. Oh, it dropped it. He dropped it. They're going to say.
Got lucky.
No, he did not catch that ball.
He did not catch that. That's bad.
That's a bad call.
That was blatantly obvious. That's so bad.
He went up to get it. Was it number 5? Look at your replay. I think it was number 5.
It was number 5, I believe, but he definitely dropped it.
Mike Vion, he went up the ladder to get it, and as he came down, if nothing else, it should be a fumble.
Unless they're going to call it a fumble, and then a New Brighton player jumped on it.
He didn't even have possession.
You got to possess it to get a
He didn't
fumble.
even possess it at all. Not one bit.
I mean, I had the same thought you did, Dakota, but I don't think he ever possessed it.
Nope.
Okay, because I did see a New Brighton Lion did jump on it right away.
Right,
when it came out of there.
Turnover, and they were driving too.
Yeah, and that was number 5 supposedly.
Vion, we've said his name quite a bit, was talking to one of the assistants before the game, said he's one of the featured players. Now, there's a handoff, and Dotch is there to meet him with a whole host of other ones. They blow the whistle pretty quick. Humphreys was the carry of the ball.
My goodness.
Yeah,
I don't want to harp. It's so blatant.
I mean, I know it's referee appreciation week, but there was no football move. He dropped it before he hit the ground. But that's why we're up here and they're down there.
Was a loss of 1 on that play.
And that would have been Caden Dotch. Was that number 12?
I gave it to Dotch.
Was that 4 Humphreys?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Thank you. I'm still sitting here behind
I know.
play
I know. You're
that.
just okay on this 2nd and 11. Play clock down to 2, and they're going to burn another timeout. That is painful for the New Brighton Lions. $1:49 remaining. They burned their 2nd timeout, and they burned them because of the play clock. Hey, folks, had a great week here in sports for Ellwood City. Take a moment and talk about our cross-country team. They go in undefeated. Let it go, Brad.
I know.
Let it go.
I know.
We're 3 plays past it. There's nothing you can do about it now. It was not a catch, but.
Oh, I'm going to have a good talk with Mr. Frengel on Monday or Tuesday for sure about that one. My goodness.
But.
Anywho, yes, cross-country. We're going to officially say 10-0. I don't know. Unfortunately, Union, there's 2 teams out there that did not have a full roster, so they don't really know if you count it as a win or not. Because
anyway, they beat everybody that they went up against.
Yes, so they finished undefeated, and they're going to be at the Tri-County Championships tomorrow. And with a little bit of rain out there, it's going to be very slick. But I tell you what, you got 4 individuals that run very, very well.
Yes, you do.
And we'll talk about them later on.
Here we go, back to live action as Taylor sends a man in motion, goes back, rolls out to his left, looking, throws it down there, and intercepted by number 23. He's coming to the near side, gets a block. Coming up there to the sidelines, he gets driven out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Turnabout is fair play as number 23, Richard Cureton, with the interception. Number 5 pushed him out of bounds, Mike Vion, but the ball was just thrown a little bit high, and just like that, the Wolverines get the ball back at the 16-yard line.
I'd say about where New Brighton started that drive at.
So now we have Smiley in the shotgun. Logan McClymon's over the ball. Want to capitalize on these points off of turnovers. Hand off to Luch, up the middle. He zigs, he zags. He's good. Oh, he got decked. Oh, jeez. He got a first down, went down to the 5-yard line.
He didn't.
Number
get a first
7,
down.
Brian Taylor.
2nd down.
Oh, he didn't?
Nope.
Apparently not.
And now it's going to be 2nd down and 1 from the 7-yard line. Hard running there by Luch. Smiley in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, back to pass. He's got Luch down there, throws it deep, and that's going to be a touchdown for number 1, Dominic Hogue. 7-yard touchdown pass, Smiley to Hogue. And the Wolverines get on the board with 52 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
They're saying Luch with the catch.
Replay that, Brad.
Yeah, it was number one.
It was
definitely number one.
Luch was open at the goal line, and I thought Smiley was going to go to him. Miss Caitlin Kreitzer now on for the extra point.
Yep, number one.
And number 7, Brian Taylor, jumped the line. We got a flag on the play. So now they're going to go for 2.
I would. Absolutely.
So
yeah.
cut that distance in half. So half the distance of the goal. Coach Bradley holds up the 2 fingers. He wants to go for 2. Things are in pretty tight. Walters to your lower left. Smiley, handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Was Elijah Palmer McCain for the 2-point conversion. And just like that, our Wolverines on homecoming night take the lead 8-7. We'll take a quick break. Welcome back, folks. The Wolverines on that, was about 16-yard scoring drive. 2 plays. There's the kickoff at the 19-yard line taken. Up that left side he goes as number 4 makes the first wave miss. Nice return all the way out to about the 43-yard line. Returned that ball about 20 couple yards. Did Niger Humphreys. So Dominic Hogue pushes him out with some help from A.J. Grinnan. So now, 1st and 10 for New Brighton. Fast moving. First quarter, I mean, you take away the 2 interceptions, they only had 2 possessions apiece. Technically there was 4, but he even had it from 2 plays. Those 2 possessions. Taylor, quick throws out there to number 14. Brought down there by number 23, Richard Curitan. So Jackson Zahn gets the 8-yard reception. I mean, right now, New Brighton sitting there to 2nd and 2. Ball on the 44-yard line. Play clock has not been their friend. They've burned 2 timeouts to avoid the penalty. So now Taylor in the shotgun. Throws it out there, finds his man at the 40-yard line. And that is number 14, Jackson. So I'm telling you right now, New Brighton's is about as predictable as a Hallmark Christmas Channel movie at this point. I mean, you kind of know what's going to happen.
That's the best one you've ever done.
Watch.
That's the best one you've ever done.
Really?
I love that one.
Really?
That was perfect because it is very accurate.
Yeah.
It is so
if you ever
blatant.
watch a Hallmark Christmas Channel movie, I can tell you what's going to happen at the beginning, middle, and end. There's going to be a hardware store involved and a Santa Claus. Now
So
Taylor in the shotgun, and a girl that comes home.
Trick play.
Yep. It's number 2. He's looking. He's getting chased, and there it is. Driven out of bounds by Declan O'Brien as number 2, Bryson Porter-Jones. A little bit of trickery, and it backfires for New Brighton. Give the coverage downfield. Some love there for the Wolverines because Porter-Jones had nowhere to throw the ball. At the end of 1, we find a score. The Wolverines 8, Ellwood City, Wolverines 8, Lions 7. Welcome back, folks. New Brighton going right to left on this drive. 2nd and 14. Ball on the 44-yard line.
As they tell the offensive coordinator to
Yep,
get back.
Taylor going to go deep, airs it out, got his man down there, and just a little too far.
Yep,
Oh, and a late flag.
Saw that one coming.
As Mike Vion was
Saw
on the
that one
go
coming.
route, and there's going to be, we'll wait to see. If his progress is not impeded, it's a catchable ball. I'm not saying he's going to catch it.
Oh, I agree with it. It just needs to be it needs to be a little bit quicker.
Yep, so it is pass interference against Ellwood City, their first penalty of the night, I do believe. So they're going to march off 15 yards. That's going to be enough for another New Brighton first down.
Should be the 29-yard line.
Yep, they were at 44. So now Taylor in the shotgun again. 3 to the left, 1 to the short side right. Sidecar to his left. Goes back. Got a little lane to run. Got a little blocking. Declan O'Brien grabs him and slams him to the ground. Good grief. But not after an 8-yard gain, 7-yard gain for Taylor. And Luciano Gagrick was in there to help, but O'Brien got his grips on him quick. So now 2nd down and 3. Number 58 out there, just a 10th grader on that line, 6'2", 290. He fills up a lot of earth.
Yes, he does.
5 seconds on the play clock. Taylor looks, ain't going to get it off. They do.
Wow,
just in
that was
time,
blatant,
but
too.
I don't think they were.
No.
Backward pass to number 24, rolls his way forward.
So that'll be
I don't
a
want to call it,
run.
I don't want to give it trickery, but
Yep.
kind of a forward pass backwards.
Yeah, so that'll be considered a run forward.
As Heath Lewis was in there, and I can guarantee you the way the coaches were acting on the sidelines, they thought should be a delay of game.
Absolutely.
Luciano Gagrick with the tackle on that one, but another first down. We'll have all the halftime stats. We're going to have a little shortened halftime with the homecoming festivities, but a lot of first downs for New Brighton. There's a handoff and bounces his way forward. Stopped there by O'Brien. Humphreys with the carry. He got hit really hard, and he's a little slow to get up. Got a little hitch in his giddy up there as he's trying to walk it off. I think they're going to call him to the sidelines. He kind of got rolled up on, now he's down on the ground by the tackler. So an official timeout here as they attend to Humphreys, who's in obvious discomfort out there. Hey, we got to give a shout out to our friends down in the press box or in the concession stand. A nice crowd here tonight for homecoming. Hope you came hungry. Hey, they got these pumpkin rolls down there that they make Lawrence County Career Technical Center.
They do.
They're making them there, and the boosters are buying them and reselling them. We had to got to be the jesters and sampling them, and I'm glad we did because they were very, very good. But they got it all down there. So shout out to our friends down there in the concession stand. We'll talk about, he's getting back up. So as number 4, Niger Humphreys. And he's putting pretty good weight on both, kind of jogging off the field. So at 10:04 remaining, and New Brighton driving here. I don't recall where this drive started, Brad. I didn't write it down.
Officially the 44. Is that good return there by
Yes,
kick return?
That's correct. So Taylor now, shotgun. Got Lewis to his right. Hands off. No, pitches it back there to number 1. Foot race to the right side. Slowed it down, missed the tackle. Rolling forward was Giante Moore.
23 with the tackle.
And Richard Cureton with the tackle. Not a huge play. He ran about 40 yards to gain 5.
Some
but
teams like the East-West.
Well, there's just some misdirection.
Yeah.
The fake handoff to Lewis off a left tackle. Next thing you know,
It
there's
sets you
more
up.
running to the right side. So ball on the right hash now as Taylor under center. Oh, a little dump handoff there. Up the middle he goes. Fooled everybody is number 5, Mike Vion, on the 8-yard. Oh, it's longer than that. Run by Vion. And once again, I just said misdirection, and they did it that time as Vion scampered via the run for the touchdown. So just like that, New Brighton regains the lead with a score 13-8, and it appears they're going for 2. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 far left, 1 left in tight. Taylor rolls around, throws it out there, got his man, and just a little too far for Mike Vion. Ball falls incomplete. So with that, 9:11 remaining, New Brighton just went 56 yards, aided by a pass interference that gave them 15 of those 56 yards. So now looking at the score, 13-9. Let's just stay right here, Brad. We'll talk a little bit about our girls volleyball team this week. Tuesday night had a home match against Mohawk, and they handled them 3-0. But the really cool thing about that, in that second set, the Lady Wolverines found themselves down 15-5 and came back to 25-17, went on a 20-2 run. And then last night, it was a playoff-type atmosphere as the Neshannock Lancers came to town, and our Lady Wolverines beat them 3-1. And when I say playoff-type atmosphere, the crowd was in it. It was big to find themselves beating them.
Good-sized crowd from what I saw on the camera, too.
Yes, it was. I mean, Neshannock was well represented, but the Ellwood faithful were there. Now, the run-up in the kickoff for number 6, Jesus Farinha. End over and kick taken there by Elijah Palmer McCain at the 10-yard line. Breaks it to the outs. Oh, a nice open field tackle there by number 4, Niger Humphreys. I think that leg is feeling better, Brad. So a 13-yard return. For the Wolverines. So they'll set up shop 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Ryder gritted up there on that line along with Shane Lutz and Logan McClymonds center. There's a handoff to Elijah. First wave cuts right through there. And going to pick up about 6 on the play. So give more credit once again for the tackle. So 2nd down and 4. Smiley in the shotgun. Wants to do the quick pass. Finds Declan Gray up that left side. Makes a man miss and falls down hard. But a nice gain on the play out to the 39-yard line. 10-yard gain on the swing pass to Declan Gray. Tackled there again by Giante Moore. Defensively, he's all over the place. But that is enough for an Ellwood City Wolverines 1st down. So, big time movement there by about half of the interior linemen for New Brighton. And that's going to be 5 yards knocked off. So, very manageable 1st and 5 now for the Wolverines. So you come up to the line. Do you try to stretch the field here once, Brad, on a 1st and 5?
I would. Absolutely.
Feel pretty safe about getting 5 yards in the next 2 plays. Smiley, back to pass. Got a man out there wide open. Elijah Palmer McCain on the swing pass up the right sideline. He goes 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, 55-yard run for Elijah Palmer McCain. Beautiful pass out there by Smiley. Hit Elijah right in stride. Never missed a step. And down that right sideline as he goes. New Brighton gave chase, but they're not going to catch him. So, Brad, they kind of did. They sent everybody deep. Everybody was covered.
You got the right call.
Yep.
They were going to go deep.
Yep.
They covered
Go deep. It was covered, and your man came out of the backfield.
A play that normally goes against us worked for us.
Right. The yards after catch on that one was about 48 yards.
Oh, yeah.
So Miss Caitlin Kreitzer on. Oh, snap was not good, and just falls on it wisely. So the extra point never did get off. So with that, the Wolverines, glad they went for 2 earlier to keep that lead, 1-point lead, 14-13. Quick timeout, Brad?
Yep.
Back, folks. Caitlin Kreitzer coming up with the kick high, end over and kick. Going to be taken air at about the 23-yard line by number 4, Humphreys. Breaks it out to that right side.
There's a flag.
Yep, and why kids do that? He threw his arm up. It's like everyone knew what happened. I think this one's coming back. It's like, we'll see where the flag is. Once again, the Wolverines are winning in the penalty department. Only 1, I believe. Yep, illegal block in the back. That's going to get moved back. And there's been a couple games this year that the Wolverines won, that if you take the penalties from the other team away, the outcome could or may have been different. But that one hurts for the Lions. It was a nice return there by Humphreys. They're going to set up shop at the 20-yard line with 7:30 remaining. They do have just that 1 timeout remaining. Now Taylor in the shotgun.
Somebody moved early. Somebody moved.
Yep.
Number 3. Yeah, one of the wide receivers unfortunately just shifted, and that's a false start.
So that's going to march them back 5 yards to about the 15-yard line. Or 6, they're going to call it 16, but it's closer to the 15. Now 1st and 15 for New Brighton. Taylor awaits the snap. Does that quick pass. Oh, tipped there. Daccio got his mitts on there. That's about his 3rd or 4th tip ball on the season. And hey, if they're going to keep running that play, do something different. I think Dodge recognizes it. Get your hands up.
You got your left end and right end. Instead of going up, trying to get in the backfield, you may start spying them and start dropping them out like he did. He sat on the left side, block it, and it's going to have to be a change then. You have to be careful, though, because if you start dipping, now you got somebody going up the middle. Yep.
So Elijah Palmer McCain checking in, and P.J. Du Bois checking in on that line. Taylor now. 4 wide out to the left, 1 to the right. Brings it around that right side. He's got some time. He wants to throw it. Finds his man, I don't believe.
Yep, they're going to say
fall incomplete as he was trying to get to Ryan Boffo. I like what they were trying to do that time. But you got to like how the coverage of the Wolverines was.
Yeah, give
downfield.
credit. Like you said, Thad, they were going to try and go deep. They took the check down and just a little wide. That's kind of a hard throw.
Because it was covered well. It was a hard throw, and he was
'Cause-
well covered. He had a small window to get that ball in.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He's right-handed.
Yes.
So you're rolling to the left, and you're trying to throw across your body. And I tell you what, Thad, that 5-yard penalty, it sets up
Yes,
a third
it
and
does.
15.
Here we go. Taylor, 3 wide outs to the short side. Dumps it out there. Oh, and tipped off his hands.
And they're lucky.
They
Woo.
are very lucky.
That could have
as
gone.
Vion got through his fingertips. And actually, I think if the Wolverines were not focusing so much on coverage, as the pass came out pretty quick, you'd have seen a play for the ball.
Yeah. That could have gone both ways, to be honest, luck-wise.
Well-
That could have been a tip, interception. At the same time, the blockers were out there ready to
Yes,
go.
they were. Yes, they were. I don't know if they'd have got 15, but they'd have gave their punter a little more room, as right now the punter is standing on his 5-yard line.
And that is Taylor, because they could be a scramble possibly.
And
He's got a leg.
high end over end kick, and
Good
it
kick.
takes a bounce. Going to be right at the 50-yard line. So Wolverines will set up shop, leading 14-13, 50 yards away from another touchdown or possible score.
I think with 7:08, I mean, there's still plenty of time, but you'd like to get a score on this drive, and you need some separation.
Yes, you
you're
do.
hanging around 5-3, 1 point right now to go up 8 or even technically 9, whatever it is.
Right.
That would be big.
It would be. So now Smiley looking to the sidelines. Getting direction from Coach Bradley. Get the play set. 8 seconds on the play clock. You had 2 people in motion. Ugh. That just didn't look good from the start.
No. And I
just some confusion.
you get the instructions from the sideline, but not everybody got conveyed that. That's a false start.
Right. So that's going to knock it back 5 yards to bring up a 1st and 15. Yep,
Smart
Wolverines, yes.
Something was not right. Some message did not get through.
And that's their first timeout, so they still have 2, while the New Brighton Lions only have 1 for this second quarter.
And it's something that's been a trend the past couple of weeks there, Thad. Timeouts have been real weird.
So, hey, folks, a long-time tradition here at Ellwood City is the Football Boosters feed the players every Thursday night. And last night's dinner was served by one of our Champions Club sponsors, Johnny's Pizza. Joe and Randy DeSanzo closed their whole shop for an evening so their staff could prepare ziti, meatballs, boneless wings, and pepperoni puffs. So a huge thank you to Johnny's Pizza and their new ownership of Joe and Randy DeSanzo. Desserts were provided by Jessica O'Brien, Tara Lutz, and Aaron Warner. And I can guarantee you that was a good meal.
Thad,
When you put Johnny's on there,
yep. Crazy stat line, Thad. Chris Smiley, 4 for 5, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception.
really.
All completions, 5 completions, just 1 interception.
Well, yeah. So he's in the shotgun now. Hands off to Elijah.
Oh, that's
gets ahead
big.
of steam. Up the middle he goes. And he's
Oh,
going to
my.
get that 15 yards.
My
plus
goodness.
a little more for the first down.
Give credit. I don't know who it was, but somebody was leading him the entire way.
I want to think it
down
was
the field.
Twaddell.
My goodness.
I want to think Twaddell was out there. Shane Lutz was out there, giving the line some love. AJ Grennan, Is Tristan Reynolds out there? I want to think he is.
I believe so.
Yep. So first down for the Wolverines, ball on the 38-yard line. As Smiley gets it again. This time he wants to go back.
Oh, he's got
Wants to
Dominic
go deep.
Hogue. He underthrew him. He's
He
still
got it,
Touchdown!
What a catch by Hogue! 38 yards. As you said, Brad, the ball was slightly underthrown. Coverage was really, really good, but Hogue adjusted to the ball in the air. That's a touchdown for the Wolverines. They take the lead 20-13. Extra point forthcoming. What a pass. More importantly, what a better catch
38-yard pass.
by the sophomore Dominic Hogue.
Wow.
Impressive.
I would say. And that timeout, keep that one in the back of your mind. What a great timeout.
Yes, it was. Now, Caitlin Kreitzer, Declan Gray
Big point.
holding.
Good point.
There's the
Come on,
kick
baby.
Up and
There we go.
And count it. Miss. Caitlin Kreitzer with the extra point. She had a big game last night in the volleyball side of things. Turns around, puts on the uniform, football uniform, and does the kicking duties for us here tonight. So, just like that, folks, it's 21-13 in favor of our Wolverines. That drive there was 50 yards. About 3 plays capped off by the 38-yard touchdown pass to Dominic Hogue.
2 plays.
2 plays.
50 yards, 37 seconds.
I was counting the...
and I would say about 17 of that was that ball going through the air. I love it.
Right.
Good lob.
So, stick around, folks, for halftime. We will enjoy the bands. And then, of course, have the crowning of the 2023 homecoming.
That... I'll say crazier stat line. 124 yards passing, 3 touchdown passes, and you're 5 for 6 with 1 interception. What a night for Chris Smiley.
Not throwing the ball a lot, but when he is, he's been effective.
Absolutely.
Caitlin Kreitzer now with the kick. And taken there at about the 27-yard line. Up the middle he goes, makes the first wave mix, driving his way forward was number 24, gets it out to the 46-yard line was Heath Lewis. I think Trent Schilling was in up there getting off the bottom of the pile. So New Brighton now will have the ball right at the 45-yard line. And it's just kind of hard to believe, Brad. The Lions are only down by 8 points. You know, it feels like it should be more than that.
Absolutely.
There's
2
Taylor
passing games, which
in
is
the
surprising.
shotgun this time. Throws it out there. Oh, just a little low there for Mike Vion. Was trying to make the catch off the turf. But the pass will fall incomplete. Going to bring up a second down. Incomplete pass does stop the clock.
Like you said, that so far New Brighton has had the ball more than the Wolverines, but 26 plays for New Brighton, 21 points for Ellwood on 15 plays.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess when you only have 15 plays, that's why you only threw the ball 6 times so far. Taylor now throws it out there. Through the hands of Vion. So Twiddell back in for P.J. Du Bois. Hey, got to give a shot. Well, I'll do that here in a minute.
Yep.
On this 3rd and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line as Taylor. Oh, they had it too.
They did.
They did. Giante Moore kind of just slowed up a second, and the ball falls incomplete as Taylor was trying to catch him in stride. Hey, a huge shout-out to our friends over just up the street here at Nico's. Got beautiful pizza sitting here. I had some here before pregame, and I will be having more at halftime. So Nico's, great food, great family. Do a lot of support here to all the programs here at Ellwood City. A little bit of a high snap, but Taylor gets, oh my goodness.
Oh my. Just get
this
away.
may be a negative punt.
Yes, it is. Oh my.
Wow.
That's not what you want. Oh,
no,
boy.
it's not. Where they spot the ball, it was at the 46.
And they're saying the 46.
Yeah, it's staying right there.
Oh boy.
So that punt yielded nothing as Taylor went to kick it.
Wow.
And, yeah.
That's a win-win-win situation for Ellwood City.
And that's what happens when you're 0-6.
Yes.
I'm just calling it what it is.
Yeah, right.
So now, hits pitch pass there to Dante Pierce. He's going to go up that right side. He's got one man to beat. He's at the 10, 5, touchdown! Deontay Pierce takes it 46 yards, one play on that drive.
And
that jet sweep
was
to Dante Pierce. He just kind of lofted it up.
So if he pitched it forward, that was actually a pass because if you recall,
it
we had a
wasn't
little
before the line of scrimmage. It was behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's still a pass, though.
Okay, I don't care. It's a 46-yard touchdown for the Wolverines. So Caitlin Kreitzer on now to attempt the extra point. Declan Gray Little bad snap there, but Declan Gray did a great job getting that one. Missed Caitlin Kreitzer with another extra point. That makes the score 28-13. 46-yard run for Mr. Dante Pierce. Let's take a quick timeout, Brad.
Do me. Welcome back, folks, after that 46-yard touchdown, technically a pass to Dante Pierce, making the score 28-13. That's about 2 scores for the Wolverines in about the last 4 minutes of play. Caitlin Kreitzer up, high end over end kick, and it's going to stay in bounds. It's picked up there at the 22-yard line by number 5, and brought down was A.J. Grennan was in there to slow things down as Mike Vion was there. I believe Dominic Hogue was in there to slow things down as well. So 1st and 10, 5:51 remaining. A fast-moving first quarter. The second quarter, well, maybe not moving quite as fast. I think you're moving faster than that.
Kind of. This is...
You've been dancing around here. When you pass 4 passing touchdowns. We'll come back to it after this play. My goodness.
So Taylor in the shotgun. The New Brighton offense is...
They're confused already.
Yeah,
they're switching everything up a little bit sidecars-wise.
Taylor now. Fakes the pass. And that time they make the catch to Vion. And a nice positive yard gain and a late flag coming in. I don't know. That's like face mask kind of territory. Josh Gilchrist was in there. Yep, that was face mask. As I saw Vion, kind of that quick step throw. You know, to New Brighton's credit, they've not given up on that because that's been about everything they've done. I don't know, have they ran the ball 6 times? Not counting when Taylor scrambled. Designed runs can't be that many.
Yeah, it's 11 total. I would say 5 of those are not.
So Taylor now
Here's
rolls
another
out
one
to
of
the
those.
right. Wants to throw it, but he's going to be taken down there as Luciano Gagrick and Michael Walters there are to impede his forward progress. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8. So just about 5 minutes remaining here. As Taylor now sends 3 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. There's a handoff. Nope, It was not handed off.
Fumble.
It's intercepted.
Declan O'Brien?
I'm going to cut this. Declan O'Brien.
Indirected, you are right. Yeah.
Yes, he tried to launch it out there. I think the elbow was hit, went up in the air. Declan O'Brien, we'll call it an interception, or I am. You can rewind.
No, absolutely. You're right. You're 100% right. It never hit the ground. So
another turnover for Freedom. That's their
for New Brighton. That would be
New
their
Brighton. I'm going back
3rd,
to
I believe.
Yeah, I believe their
right.
third turnover. We saw that play a little earlier where they tried to pitch it back, but that time was tipped into the waiting arms of Declan O'Brien. There's a handoff to Elijah, I believe.
Now,
yes, Palmer McCain.
Now you just try to run that clock down,
Yep,
but you get
taken
one
down
last
there by
score.
number 52, Vincent Curie. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Brad, but you're
No, you're okay.
You're going to say you got 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's just go down, score again,
Yep.
make this a 3-possession game.
I don't care if it takes the 4 minutes or if it takes 20 seconds. Just put up another 7 points. That's how I see it. If you milk the clock, great. If not, because we do get the ball in the second half.
That's right, we do on this 2nd down and 9. Smiley fakes the handoff. He rolls back. He goes deep. Under chase. Luciano Gagler gets the ball up that left sidelines. Got a flag coming in. And
it's going to be a spot foul on Walters, unfortunately.
I'm afraid so.
Yeah, he got a little too handsy.
I like how the Gagler trying to get up that left sidelines. But we'll wait to see what the officials say. But it's in the
We'll see if the ball was completed first, or are they going to call it as is? Yeah, it was a hold against Walters, basically, so that was going to put him back.
It was a spot foul, and it happened at about the 46-yard line of Ellwood of New Brighton, and they're going to take it back. So really, there's no gain on the play. He gained 10 yards, but it was 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So replay the down. It's going to be 2nd down, and we'll call it 9 this time. Smiley fakes the pass, throws it out there to Declan Gray. Up the middle he goes, zigging and zagging, weaving and winding, and takes her down to about the 43-yard line. So Gray, that's 2 times tonight. We've seen him on that play with number 14 with the tackle. Jackson's on. So 1st down and 10 from the 44 for our Wolverines. So handoff to Elijah. Nobody touches him for the first 10 yards. And he's going to go all the way for the Ellwood City touchdown. 44-yard run for Elijah Palmer McCain. And he was barely touched at all when he busted through that left side of the line. Throw them some love. Shane Lutz, Tristan Reynolds, Evan Twiddell, Logan McClymon's up there. Nice run by Elijah, making the score 34-13. Caitlin Kreitzer now on. She's made 2 so far tonight. Can she make it 3? Here's the snap. Ball is down. That kick is up. And it's good. Miss Caitlin Kreitzer makes the score 36-13. We'll just stay right here as we're going.
My goodness, that is 27 points in this 2nd quarter. And just ridiculous numbers here if you look at the stat lines of individual players. Like we said, Chris Smiley not throwing it much. 8 for 9, 4 touchdown passes. That's going to probably be a record since 2011. I don't think anybody's thrown for 4 touchdown passes in a game, even a half. 183, and that one incompletion is technically an interception.
Right.
Elijah Palmer came real close. He's just 8 yards short. 8 for 92 yards so far tonight. 11.5 average. Gackrick, 9.5 average. Smiley, 7.0 average. The Wolverines are averaging 10.7 on the ground.
How many yards you say Smiley got passing? $180.
183.
And he's made, 7 completions?
Yep. Wolverines over 300 yards already in this first half.
And that's over 20 couple yards of completion.
Unbelievable numbers.
So now, Caitlin Kreitzer up. High kick. Taken there at the 21-yard line by number 5. And bottled up there.
Nice tackle,
dragged down
24.
quickly by number 24, Colton Gulo.
Good tackle, too.
So. Thanks. Oh, thanks. All right. So the press box taking care of us. Got some hot dogs and water. Thank you.
How are the pumpkin rolls?
The pumpkin rolls were fantastic. Just make me one next week and I'll pay you for it, okay? Just bring one next week. All right, back to the game. Sorry, folks, we were live. Were we live? Sorry. Hey, I just did a great thing for pumpkin rolls. There's Taylor weaving around. Jocio giving chase, and he gets him I almost stripped him
And we'll
as
see.
Dodge.
That should be a sack.
That's
maybe?
a sack master.
Yep, it is a sack.
It's sackalicious. Daccio. So loss of about 1 on the play.
Sackalicious.
35-13. Okay, we're working here. So
Oh my goodness.
I got more food coming.
This
All
trip.
right, there we go. It's 2nd and 11. Ball on the 26-yard line. Throws it down there and falls incomplete. Intended receiver was Mike Vion, a little over his head to get that. So the score is 35-13. 3rd and 11.
Thad, we have a transmitter of a pizza, chips, or popcorn, hot dogs, pretzels. My goodness.
Yep, we're good to go.
Wow.
Yeah, we're good.
So they're taking care of us tonight. No doubt about that.
It's homecoming,
Thank you.
baby.
So,
10
yeah.
seconds on the play clock.
Yeah,
Yep, and they just broke the
I heard a
huddle.
timeout.
And there's your timeout.
Yep.
Their final timeout, 2:26. We ended that first quarter, Brad, and you're kind of thinking, hey, it's New Brighton, 0-6. We should be able to handle them. They look like a pretty good football team in that first 8 minutes of the game, 12 minutes of the game, a better football team, and for the New Brighton, they got some players, but the wheels are kind of falling off
Yeah.
as we're moving forward.
You like the initial touchdown there by New Brighton. There was. I mean, they didn't.
That was a
they
great
didn't care.
drive.
They
That
didn't
was a
care what
great
was going to
drive.
happen. They slung it out there and it worked. And they did a methodical drive. And since then, it kind of seems like the pass game has been kind of forced. It seems like these throws are kind of being forced into somebody. And give credit, Wolverines defense also adjusted, and since then it has been all Wolverines.
So after this 3rd and final timeout, for the Lions, on that front line up there for the Wolverines right now, I see Ryder grinning out there. Daccio's playing a great game. And Michael Walters, back to pass is Taylor on the 3rd and 11. Got some time. Daccio gives chase, makes a man miss, tries to zig and zag, and he gets thrown forward by a bunch of Wolverines, but I think he's going to be short as O'Brien was in there to disrupt things, and a timeout taken by Ellwood City. I think this is strategically with 2:07 remaining. You got 1 timeout remaining. You got New Brighton sitting there on a 4th and a short 1. We saw their last punt netted 0. I'm not saying he's going to do that every time.
Well, to me, if you're New Brighton, this is going to sound crazy, Thad. I'm going to go for it. Because the worst thing you want to do is give Ellwood City the ball on the short end of the field here at the 35-yard line and think that you're going to stop them. Obviously, yeah, you scored 13 points. But Thad, you've given up 35. You're not stopping this Wolverine offense. I'm going for it.
The other thing is, you say they gave up 35. 27 of them have been in the last 11 or 9 minutes of play.
I'm not going to give them any chance. I'm going to run this ball. I'm going to do a quarterback sneak. You
can say that. We've not seen it done yet tonight.
This would be the time to do it, though.
I'm saying there might be a reason they've not done it yet tonight.
That's true.
Because if I'm an opposing line and I look over there and I see, the beef that they have, they are going for it. Everything's in tight except for one. The Wolverines too, and push the pile. And I
don't think he got it.
I think they do. Forward progress.
I don't know. The close judge is before the 42. Yep, they gave it to him.
They gave it to him. So with that, and
official timeout.
And
for an injury.
now Brian Taylor just went down.
If you're New Brighton, you don't want to see that. And it's one of them plays. I mean, they're actually trying to, I don't want to say outlawed in the NFL, but there's conversations being had is, do we just need to keep, do we want to do a plays like that where the quarterback has 1 yard to gain and just gets pushed forward? And that's kind of what we saw there.
So
Taylor's up off the ground again, moving around.
Are you referencing the Reggie Bush push?
Yeah, and someone else did it too. I think Peyton. Yeah, there's several of them out there. But that is a first down for New Brighton. As I said before, folks, we will have some halftime stats, out-of-town scores. But more importantly, homecoming 2023, crowning of our homecoming court. So that was an injury timeout.
Yep. And more importantly, now that's going to Taylor's going to have to sit out for one play.
Yes, he
is. So I wonder did we get a
number?
number?
Is it Vion in there? I'm not sure. I didn't see him get turned. Oh, number 13 it was. Mishandled the snap. He's getting chased. Makes it up that right side and dragged out of bounds over there. He's going to go as a sack. I'm thinking, yes, Luciano Gagrick was there to get him out of bounds. That was was that 13?
13, yes.
Yep, Seth Mendenhall, the freshman, 5'6", $125, was in there. Going out of bounds, stops the clock, but a loss of 2 on the play. Technically, it'll go as a sack. So Taylor back in at quarterback. Rolls to the right. Now comes back to the left. Giving chase. The pocket claps around him. Runs his way forward and met there by a bunch of Wolverines. And Taylor's going to get positive yardage on the play, but a huge hit there. As I believe Ethan Patterson was in there to stop him. Picked up about 9 on the play. Going to bring up a third down. We're going to call it third and a long 3. As Taylor in the shotgun. Minute 5 remaining. I think that snap was early. Taylor now trying to weave his way through. He's going to get enough, depending on where that foot went out of bounds at, as Declan O'Brien was given chase, as well as Daccio. I think give Dodge and Luch credit for getting him out of bounds. And that is enough for a first down. Going out of bounds will stop the clock. However, New Brighton still in Ellwood City territory. So, on this 1st and 10, the 47-yard line, Taylor in the shotgun. Back to pass. He's going to try going deep. Got a man down there, and it's caught by number 5. He's going to go into the end zone for the New Brighton touchdown. Mike Vion, 53-yard touchdown run. Got behind the secondary. And give Taylor credit. He hit him in stride. Vion didn't have to speed up, didn't have to slow down. He just kept pace and found his way into the end zone just like that, 35-19.
Maybe we should have taken that 4 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, maybe. So some life here at the end of the second quarter. Here's the kick by, and play is whistled dead.
I think it's going to be a false start. Somebody shifted. Oh, no, they're going to say encroachment. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting. So, now that may change it to go for 2 possibly. I don't like chasing points, but.
Yeah, but, I mean, if I would go for, you're going to have to go for 2 at some point.
Yeah.
I don't think they are.
Halfway there, but it don't appear that they are. So, Jesus, now there, the kick is, that kid got a leg.
Wow. And
puts it to the school bus, and the extra point is good. So, with 44 seconds remaining, that makes the score 35-20. And right now, Brad, that 20 points ties New Brighton's highest score of the season so far. And all things considered, that time they scored 20 points was against Beaver Falls. And Beaver Falls had the mercy rule in effect well earlier in that game.
Thad, would you think before halftime, 44 seconds here, we'd be sitting here with 59 offensive plays for a combined 503 yards.
So every offensive play is averaging more than 10 yards a play right now.
Exactly. That's where I was headed.
I mean, you throw some 53-yard touchdown that we just saw there. You had Elijah run for 55 yards, or a pat pitch and go.
Yeah. I mean, our shortest pass play was pretty much the touchdown in the end zone in the sense.
Yeah, that was 12 or 14 yards.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an amazing stat.
Unbelievable. Maybe a good thing that Ellwood's getting the ball back second half here to kick us off.
Well, we were kind of at a point there where we were trading touchdowns, and then the Wolverines rattled off them couple to get 27 in this second quarter alone. Jesus there, it's taken there at the 21-yard line. We got a flat. They stopped play.
Now what? Isn't he never touched? Okay, so there's got to be a flag somewhere. There was a false start or something.
They're waving
They're
it
saying
off.
that he waved? They're going to say that he fair caught that when the ball was below his feet. The ball was below his feet. How can you fair catch?
Hey, the kid waved. That's what's going to happen.
It was one of the up men pointing where the ball was and telling somebody to go and catch it. It looked like it was one of the front up men. When the ball goes over, you'll watch. He just goes like this. He points. Right there.
Yep.
And all he did was like this.
Now, it almost looked like he thought he was going to go up and grab it. But
you can't fair catch some, or you can't catch a fair catch in the air. It has to be in your arms.
either way, we got 41 seconds remaining. And they're spotting the ball at the 30-yard line.
And technically nobody returns it in a sense. I got nothing for you on this one, Thad. That's going to be a broken stat.
From now on, just have one of the upmen raise your hand
you might
when
as
they
well.
kick the ball off, and they'll spot it there because that's kind of what happened here.
Football 101 with Thad the Dad.
Hey.
They can make a roll called Thad the Dad roll.
There you go.
The
Okay, there we go. That's just what we need. Smiley from the 30-yard line. Back to pass. Swings it out there to Elijah Palmer McCain. Up the right side he comes. Lowers the head. Going to get up to the 45-yard line. Stays in bounds. The Wolverines do have that one timeout left with 33 seconds. Up to the line quickly. Smiley just going to spike the ball.
Oh, there goes the stat line. Oh, man.
But there's...
Are they waving something off there, or are they just going to
No.
say spike, period, and then we're moving on?
Yep.
Okay.
But quickly back out to the huddle is Smiley.
Wait a minute. We went from the 46 now to the 44?
I think he knelt down.
So
He
the clock should be
knelt
running
down.
then. Wait a minute. What is going on? This makes no sense. The clock should be running then.
Smiley, back to pass. The lefty wants to air it out and go deep. He's got his man down there. Intercepted by Vion. There's a flag on the play. It's maybe coming back. Vion is taken down at the 40-yard line. It's a wait to see what the flag is. It's going to be interference on somebody. So the officials are conversing.
Was that number 5?
Yeah.
Okay, that picked it. Okay.
So pass interference against, and I think they kind of pushed off of Michael Walters because Walters had the step he was looking for, but had to come back for the ball. So
inadvertently, they're where the Lions returned the ball to, but it's now
it's
our
back
ball.
to So now you got one timeout still? One
Yes.
timeout.
Yep,
So this
with
is going to be a
12
quick.
seconds.
Yeah, I would throw this to the end zone maybe.
Yep.
Honestly.
Quick
That's
pass
the only
out
other
there
play.
to Walters.
I like
up
this.
the side he goes, and a nice stop there. Need a timeout quickly by the Wolverines.
And they got it.
Yep.
So
5 seconds.
stop there. Jaden Salata with the stop. Pickup of about 8 there on the catch from Smiley to Walters. So 0 timeouts for either team at this point. Wolverines up by 15, winning 35-20. Now 5 seconds remaining.
I tell you what, it's a quiet night for senior wide receiver Michael Walters, but everybody else is pitching in and helping him out. My goodness.
Well, we've not seen Elijah. He's got some catches, but he's got the yards to go with those catches tonight.
Elijah's 2 catches, 71 yards. Dante, 1 for 46. Dominic, 2 for 45. Declan, 2 for 23. And then Luch, 2 for 14. And Michael, 1 for 8. My goodness.
So distributing the ball around
Absolutely.
quite a bit now. Second and 2. That's kind of irrelevant because we have 5 seconds left in this second quarter. As they await. Don't forget, folks, we got homecoming here after the bands. Now, Smiley under pressure. Gets a block by Twiddell. The lefty throws her down there into the end zone. He's wide open. And the ball was just short. Had the right idea.
Another 5 yards underneath that ball, and that's easily a touchdown.
So that is the end of the second quarter with our Ellwood City Wolverines leading 35-20. Enjoy halftime, folks. We'll be back here with the homecoming halftime and out-of-town scores and stats. Enjoy the halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the field New Brighton Marching Lion Pride. The Lion Pride is led onto the field by Drum Major Aiden McConnell. Drum Captain is Maximus Piper, and our Lionette Captain is Kelsey Martin. The New Brighton Marching Lion Pride is under the direction of Mr. Jeff Frankenstein and Miss Hannah DeGigio. The Lionette instructor is Miss Katie Laughlin, and sponsor is Miss Pam Laughlin. Drum Major Aiden McConnell, is your band ready? For this year, we will be showcasing the music of Bon Jovi. Our first selection was the band's first single of their 1986 album, Silvery When Wet. It became the band's first #1 hit, as it reached #1 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 on November 29, 1986. Here is You Give Love a Bad Name. Our next selection pays homage to John Bon Jovi's admiration for Old West heroes and how he identifies with them as being hated and loved at the same time. Here is Wanted, Dead or Alive, and it will feature trumpet soloists Paul Florian and James Pierce.
I can talk to Jason tomorrow for future reference first. I mean, I'll be there for a month. What you got? That's a surprise.
We will close our Bon Jovi show with the band's signature hit song that was also released in 1986. Billboard referred to this song as metal meets muscle, gritty reality in a tough, clanging rocker. Here is their fan favorite, Livin' on a Prayer. for your New Brighton Marching Lion Pride. The band thanks you for your kind attention and support. Have a great night, and let's go Lions.
Not to be confused with the Marvel superhero of the same name, this is the ultimate Black Sabbath Ozzy Osbourne classic rock anthem of 1970. The Blue Band features our dance line with Iron Man. Ladies and gentlemen, your Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. The Blue Band is under the direction of Mr. Lee Caldwell and Justin Miller. Choreography by Tyler Bacon Westfall. Percussion by Evan Berchinski, and under the field leadership of drum majors Lila Fox and Cassie Steen. I'm Bill Gilkey, the voice of the Blue Band, and thank you for supporting the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Blue Band Funk. Ladies and gentlemen, a necklace with a heart-shaped charm was found by the visitor side concession stand and turned in. It is in the possession of administration, which is down near the fence gate that leads from the field to the locker room. That is yours. You can go down in that direction and claim that. Ask for Mr. Sovich. Thank you.
So, folks, hope you enjoyed the halftime shows of the New Brighton Lion Band and, of course, the pride of Ellwood City, the Lincoln High School Marching Blue Band under the direction of Mr. Lee Caldwell. Getting some things ready here. I see the fancy chair and the stars out there on the field, for we'll soon be getting ready to move into our crowning of the homecoming queen. So, but before we do that, we would certainly like to thank the senior class. We'd like to acknowledge the efforts of all those who have made this evening possible, including Blocker Jewelers, the Adion Family Nursery, the Ellwood City Area School District Administration and Board, the custodial staff of the school, faculty manager Gary Rosansky, athletic director Kurt Augustinelli, the Ellwood City Wolverines YouTube channel, Posies by Patty, DJ Too Nice, who will be providing the entertainment at tonight's junior high dance and tomorrow's senior high dance, junior class advisor Sam Berry, sophomore class advisor Jolene Krupa, and finally, senior class advisors Mrs. Dina Noble and Mrs. Melissa Pigsaw. Now returning to the field, and now is our 2023 Homecoming Queen Court. Let's welcome them back. Valerie Avelas Ciudad, Miss Casey Barnett, Giovanna Huth, Miss Julia Nardone, Miss Claire Noble, Miss Kira Rosansky, Kaylee Shriver, and Annabelle Woodhead. Presenting the Queen with a dozen roses is junior class treasurer Madeline Lisco, escorted by junior class prom co-chair Will Nardone. Our crown bearer is Brooklyn Ottaviani, the daughter of Evan and Jessica Ottaviani. Crowning this year's Queen will be Lincoln High School's 2020 Homecoming Queen, Brooke Roth, escorted by our 2022 Homecoming King, Jack Landis. So, ladies and gentlemen, your 2020-23 Lincoln High School homecoming queen is, drum roll, Giovanna Huth. Congratulations, Giovanna, for being the 2023 Ellwood City homecoming queen. She's the 67th one of them, 67 years in the making. And congratulations, a hug there from last year's winner, Brooke Roth. So we certainly do want to congratulate. And, you know, Brad, we're around the school a fair amount, covering a lot of sports things. And I know all these girls, and they're just all fantastic young women, and in their own right, and they all will go on and do great things. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to Joseph Roth, who was homecoming king earlier this evening. Check out our YouTube, our Ellwood City Facebook page for all pictures. I see Mary's there from Max Preps and
next level
and next level photography.
Darn good job. Allows us.
Yeah, she allows us to reuse the pictures. She did the volleyball game last night. Check out Next Level Photography.
There's some good ones there.
She will be certain to have some great pictures. Brad, you got some halftime stats, some scores?
I do. We'll go through it here. We'll keep it on the screen just for a little bit here. If Dakota, if you want to go ahead and officially now, if you want to pan out just a little bit so everybody can get a little bit of a view of what's going down there. Some halftime stats. My goodness. Some crazy numbers, and we'll put them up on the board as we speak. 35-20 is your score officially here, and it could have been more, it should have been more, but we'll take 35-20, a barn burner in the second half potentially brewing. Rushing yards, 116-56 in favor of the Wolverines. EPM at 92 yards, just 8 yards short of that 100 mark. Also, passing yards, 207-146. Chris Smiley putting up numbers so far, 10 of 12, 4 touchdown passes. I can guarantee you that's a record up in a first half for Ellwood City. I think the record of passing touchdowns in a game, I want to say, is 6 for Ellwood. I could be wrong. We'll keep an eye on that. He's at 207, 4 passing touchdowns along the 55, 10 for 12 and 1 interception. That's a pretty darn good number there for him. On the flip side, Brian Taylor, 11 for 21, 146, 2 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. And that's what we have here turnovers-wise. 1 for Ellwood, the pass, 2 turnovers for New Brighton, 2 interceptions. Penalties starting to stack up a little bit too. 5 for 51 compared to 7 for 46 for New Brighton. Thad, you had a number there real quick before we do out-of-town scores for Chris Smiley, right?
Yes, Chris Smiley is officially or unofficially 51 yards away from hitting the 2,000-yard passing mark in a high school career. So something big for him.
Which means he went over 1,000 tonight. I think he came in with, 803?
Yeah, I want to think so.
And 207 will easily put him over that 1,000 mark because I think he had 1,056 or something like that last year.
Right.
All right, some out-of-town scores as the teams come out from that second half. They put up an extra 3 minutes here, so that's nice of them. Give us some more time here. Big one, folks. Again, make sure you stay with us here. Watch the final score. We'd like you to listen to us at the end as well, but we don't mind if we understand if you want to flip over to some of these MAC action games. Beaver Falls at Mohawk. It is at halftime 12-7. Beaver Falls looking to upset the number 1 seed team in the conference. Freedom at Neshannock. It's all Neshannock 20-0 back-to-back weeks. Neshannock spotting first half shutouts. And this score here, obviously 35-20 in favor of Ellwood. Saturday will be Riverside at Western Beaver. We'll keep those results updated on our social media accounts. Newcastle, woof. The routes are continuing at halftime. Chartiers Valley 28-7 on Newcastle. End of the first quarter. I don't have a halftime score yet, probably because the bulb's probably burned out at Aliquippa. It's 35-0. Blackhawk is down to the Quips after the first quarter.
It's a new stadium. The ball better not be burned out.
Stowe Rocks
new turf.
Stowe Rocks at Washington. Washington, as of right now, ranked one of the top teams, if not number 1 team in most people's polls. They're up 36-0 on Stowe Rocks. Laurel in a fight with Northgate. That's a game that they should be winning, and they are at halftime 14-12. Close one there. Union blowing out Rochester 39-14 in the blowout of the evening. Southside Beaver put a crooked score 48-6.
Mercy me. I'm a little surprised. Hold that up there again. Which one was it? Union. I thought Rochester was better than that.
I thought so too.
You know, to
I
be
thought
up
they were gonna
39 to
have a fight.
14.
Yeah, a little bit of a fight or something like that.
Yeah. But about a minute away here from kickoff. Been a pretty good game here so far tonight for Ellwood City. 27 points, are we correct, Brad, in that in that second quarter for Ellwood City. So, as we're getting ready here for.
Could you text Brian his number to Brad's number when you get a chance?
So. Anyway.
You mentioned it, Thad. The number stuck in my mind. 67 years of homecoming courts.
Yes.
And
no.
So you put up a number 67. You put up a number 67 years that we've done homecoming court, and this rivalry is 66 years old. As well,
right.
It's actually it's older than that. My apologies.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a note of it. The first game between Ellwood and New Brighton was 1907, and what was Ellwood City's first year of football? 1907.
There we go.
So this was one of those first years.
Of the first ones.
Yep. So even though we'll say 116 years, it is the 66th meeting between these two teams. So, as we said in that first half, Ellwood City did defer, so it'll be New Brighton kicking off. And to be honest, I think that benefits both teams here. It's kind of, I shouldn't say both teams. It benefits Ellwood because that last score there by New Brighton before halftime brought it back into 15 points. But I think Ellwood City needs to come out, put up some points, put up some yards here, get this one out once again by a 3-touchdown lead. We'll see what we happen here.
So here we are with kickoff. Serenity now. You gotta be here.
You gotta be here to believe it
roll,
and see it. Oh
roll,
my.
baby, roll.
24 more minutes.
If you're really interested, text me after the game.
Exactly.
Here's the run up and the kick. Deep kick this time. There's a line. No, that's number 23 this time up that right side. Stutter steps and going to be hit hard there by big number 52, Vincent Curie. Vion with the Richard Curtin on the return. So, got the 50-50 going on here. A good crowd. I tell you, as you stepped out there at halftime, it's been a while since I've seen the stadium this full. It's a really, really good crowd. There's Smiley, handoff to Elijah. Up the middle he goes. Makes
that didn't take long.
And there he's gone.
That didn't take long.
Going to be trying to get tracked down all the way out at the 30-yard line.
Well, give him 100 plus.
Yep, he's got well over that.
Tackle was by Vion, and he got very lucky. 2 flags. Oh, 2 flags. Oh, and they're oh no.
3 flags.
Let's make it 4.
Does anybody have any left?
That's I got one. It's not yellow.
No, wait.
This is against New Brighton. They were pointing it. So
yep,
this is against New Brighton.
It's against New Brighton.
I'm wondering, did somebody line off sides or something? So we officially are down, what, to the 26?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was
to the 27. Or 27 to the 26.
Yep. So that was officially a 47-yard run. So that'll put EPM over 100 easily. Officially 139.
So he'll be crowding close to the 1,000-yard mark. Chris Smiley went over 1,000 yards passing tonight.
A lot of big numbers
for the season.
But Thad, you and I will talk about it.
I go ahead.
Scoreboard. It's a scoreboard. That's all the one that matters.
That's tacked on to the end.
Wow.
Personal foul.
My goodness. Wow.
So an additional 10 yards for the Wolverines there.
So we're going to say, what, the 16-yard line?
14 officially.
Because, okay, there we go. Half the distance, that's why.
Here's handoff.
Let him finish
Elijah
it off. Why not?
up that right
Why
side.
not?
14-yard touchdown
My
run.
goodness.
Elijah Palmer McCain.
Look at that. That took 23 seconds.
23-second drive
Wow.
for the Wolverines. And about 2 plays. Didn't take long. And Elijah, that is his 7th, 8th touchdown on the year, 7 via running the ball. So just like that, it's 41-20. Declan Gray with the hold. I never see who the snapper is, and I apologize for that. Caitlin Kreitzer.
Right down the middle.
It's good. So 42-20 in favor of Wolverines. You made a good point, Brad. 23 seconds into the second quarter. They make quick action.
If you're, again, New Brighton put up 20. You said that was the most points they've had all season there, Thad, in a game, correct?
Tied.
Okay.
Officially.
Okay. That would give them some life, especially that last score before halftime. You're sitting there thinking, listen, guys, it's only 2 scores.
Right.
We're staying in this. This is a game where we should be maybe not the favorite, I would say.
No, I think it's very, very safe to say.
It's pretty straightforward, but you get crushed 23 seconds. I'm not saying that they're not going to fight here, but that's a little bit of a low blow.
You want to take the wind out of the sails.
That's exactly what it is. You got exactly what I need to say every single time.
Not every time. I'm trying to think of that one song, though, Come Sail Away With Me.
Come sail
With
away.
Sticks.
Oh, my
Sticks.
goodness. Yeah, with
Hey,
Sticks, yeah.
You know, once we get to Mercy time, you don't know what we're just going to talk.
Absolutely. We're going to have a good
Shouldn't
conversation.
be that way. Yeah, if we keep this up. But let me get this in a minute. Kreitzer
Pooch kick.
taking there.
Oh,
It
it's a
bounces.
dud.
It's a live ball. Picked up to 22 by number 4.
Oh,
Makes
boy.
the first way.
There we go. 21. 21 the initial tackle.
AJ Grinnan in there with the initial hit on number 4. And I'm certainly not sitting here making any fun or anything of an 0-6 football team, because for 3 years we announced football games and did not announce a winning game.
Yeah.
It's just really nice to be on the other side of that now, where you're 7th game into the season and you're thinking about the playoffs. They got a lot of work to do, but there's been seasons where at this time of the season it's like, let's not get mercied again.
Absolutely.
Taylor back to pass. Finds his
open.
man. Huge flag down the field. He threw it 30 yards in the air.
Oh, my.
Oh, who
Declan
took
Gray.
him down? Declan Gray.
That was a lot of hits there.
And Dante Pierce flagged down the field as number 5 caught the ball, Mike Vion. So Pierce going to get credit with the tackle. Ball all the way down to the 45. I missed the call, Dakota. Did you see it? I know it's against the defense.
I didn't see it either.
Maybe a sideline warning?
Yeah,
Maybe the coaches were too far?
That's what they just said, sideline warning.
Okay.
I'd say because he was talking to about all the Ellwood coaches there.
Okay. So big pickup on the play from, what, about 25 yards, Brad?
Yep, that's on point.
So
25
Taylor
yards.
now in a shotgun. We've not seen him pass very much. Quick pass once again, a little short of the intended receiver, which was Salata. He was open. And them swing passes, if the run game's not working, you do them swing passes, you get 4 or 6 yards, you bust a tackle, you get 15 or 20. Why not do that?
Oh, we've seen it tonight. EPM got one for, what, a 7-yard swing pass, and all of a sudden turned it upfield, 55.
The difference was there, Chris Smiley hit him in stride.
Yes, that's the difference. You got to get it to him.
He never had to stop, zigzag, nothing.
Yep.
Taylor now. There's a handoff. Up the middle he goes. Oh, almost an ankle tackle there. Dodging tackles. Dominic Hogue was in there to finally wrap up. I believe it was Niger Humphreys.
Yep.
Yes, it was, carrying the ball. Positive yards on the play. So it's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 4.
Wolverines officially 40 tackles at halftime. Wow.
Well, New Brighton ran a lot of plays.
They did.
I mean, that's what happens. It was almost 2-1 to the Wolverines.
Yep.
Taylor now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Head to people down there. There it is, that little dump pass. And makes the man miss. Gets a block from the official. Number 5, zigging and zagging. Up the left sideline he goes. One man to beat Dominic Hogue. Touchdown saving tackle. No, that was Gilchrist. Missed seeing the one. But number 5, Mike Vion, takes the ball from the 39 all the way down to about the 22. It's a 17-yard gain. And really they're...
Check to officially make that the 17.
Yeah. 17-yard line.
Okay, 17.
So 22 yards. But still, nonetheless, big play.
So 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Wow, we're 2 minutes into this half, and we almost had 2 scores because there's another, a nice short tackle there. Was that Richard Cureton? No,
26.
Dante Pierce. Dante Pierce gets number 14 quickly. Jackson's on. He does pick up about 6 on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 4. A little run and gun offense going on here. P.J. Du Bois in there playing the Casey Hampton nose guard position. Going to try to run it. Lobs it out there. Is that a... Oh, that was so... that was so close to a backward lateral. They've tried that a couple times tonight as Taylor looks like he's going to run. It almost had a little gap there. I thought he was going to keep a hold of the ball and tries. It's a forward pass, but it's not the traditional arm going forward. It's more of a flip. It's a shovel pass or a shuttle pass, depending on which commentator you're listening to in an NFL broadcast.
I would say how you want to spell the word shuttle.
Well, it was never my strong suit, spelling. So Taylor finds his got a man down there. Jump ball. And goes out of bounds. Who jumped up there? Gilchrist.
Yeah.
He just went flying through the air.
As a safety.
That kid's got some length to him and not afraid to use it. 4th down now. It's actually 4th and 4. They can get a 1st down.
As we close up on almost 700 total yards in this game. My gosh.
So
big yards here.
throws it out there, finds his man,
is that
and he's
close.
going to get. That was number 5. That was almost up.
Oh, that's scary.
I almost call it a pick and roll.
Yep.
It did not called for a legal pick, but you had enough traffic out there, and Vion just shuttles it back in, gets it down to the 5. Daccio with the tackle downfield. Seeing that a little bit, maybe that we didn't see in the first quarter. I'm dropping back a little bit. So 1st and goal from the 5, and movement.
Encroachment.
Yeah, I think it. So at the 2.5-yard line, it's going to be 1st and goal after the encroachment penalty. There's a handoff up that left side. Hit hard there. Declan Gray was there to meet him with a host of other Wolverines. Michael Walters was there as well.
I think that was number 1, Moore.
Yes, it was. I didn't mention that.
No, you're okay.
Giante Moore. So he got about 1.5 yards. So it's 2nd down and 1. Handoff, and going to try that push play. And into the end zone he goes. P.J. Du Bois comes out with the ball, but the officials have called that touchdown. He was across. Almost looks like some confusion. They already signaled a touchdown.
I think P.J. Du Bois was running with the ball.
No, he was, but they already signaled touchdown.
Right.
That was a keeper, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
So give Taylor credit for about the 1.5-yard run. Number 6, Jesus Frinya, on to accept the kick the extra point. I believe it's Kane Williams, number 8, the holder. And does it hit the bus? Nope, doesn't make it to the bus, but it is good. So 42-27 in favor of the Wolverines. We're just over 3.5 minutes into this third quarter, and we've had 2 touchdowns.
And that whole gut punch maybe knocked the wind out. Just hold on to that thought.
Well,
plenty of time to play.
There is plenty of time to play, but we got a track meet going on here.
Yep, officially
right in front of our eyes.
384 to 270. If I had that up correctly, that is officially 654 total yardage.
And we got 20 minutes of game to play yet.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a long night for me doing stats. I'm not complaining. I am.
Right. Let's show some love here to our. We got number 23 out there, Richard Curtin on kickoff return. Daccio up front. Declan O'Brien, Ethan Patterson. Got Dominic Hogue out there. Up on the front line, I missed them. I didn't quite get them. Number 21's out there. A.J. Grinnan. Little pooch kick put up there and wisely played. I don't know who caught it. That's where you do the fair catch.
Yep. I think that was number 7.
Number 7.
Yes, it was. Number 7, Anthony Barbario. We say his name a lot on special teams. We really do.
Absolutely.
Anthony Barbario, a sophomore, 5'8", 155. He's still growing.
I like that idea, though, because you've shown your defense hasn't stopped them. Why not go onside and maybe catch them off guard? And they almost did.
Right. So now Smiley.
Now what?
Timeout, New Brighton.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Timeout, New Brighton.
They had 10 people on the field.
Okay,
I'm looking here trying to count.
That's the only thing I could think of.
So, I think they got caught with 10 people on the field.
The things that you don't want to have.
No, you don't.
But at the same time, not making excuses. We've seen that through the NFL. I don't know if you've been watching the past couple weeks. Probably not, because you're like me. Some of those NFL games, we've seen that.
Ugh.
10 players. Don't even dare say Notre Dame.
No, not going down that road.
Oh, my.
So, let me get through our Champion Club sponsors here. They're the big-time sponsors here for 4 years. Armstrong Cable, Ellwood City Transit Zone of Tours, Johnny's Pizza. They gave the dinner last night. Dooney's Memorial Scholarship, Mary Jo's Catering, and Joey's Event Rooms, Mada Heating and Air Conditioning, and one more shameless plug for Dave's Hometown Shop and Save. Now, if you got a porch and don't have corn stalks on it, you probably should. So stop by Dave's Hometown and get some corn stalks. I'll get to the rest of that story in a moment.
It sounds like you're talking to me.
I am. You need him there. Elijah around that left side, up the sideline. He's going to go. And saving tackle, touchdown tackle there by number 7, Brian Taylor. A big run there. Takes it from the 44 down to the appears to be about the 38-yard line. So another 22-yard gain. But Dave and Tammy from Shop and Save called me. He says, hey, do you have corn stalks? I said, we have about 220 acres. We plant 32,000 seeds per acre. Yeah, we have corn stalks. So we took some in there. So help yourself out and get some there today. There's that pitch to Dante Pierce this time. New Brighton was ready for it. As number 5 kind of sniffed that out, Mike Vion. And number 24 was in there too.
55 as well in there for the tackle.
Braden Dietz, number 55. So they ran that play once before, officially a pass play, because they're just shuttling the ball forward. Shuffle, not shuttle. Shuffle pass. And that's going to be a first down for the Wolverines. Now they're going to be a little bit short because encroachment's going to be the call on the New Brighton Lions. So ball now resting on a 29-yard line. Going to be about a second in. I'm going to call it a long one. The score I was surprised is that Beaver Falls Mohawk.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a tight game. Smiley now goes back to pass. He's looking down, finds his man, and he was falling backwards. Luciano Gagrick would have been enough for a first down, but could not I think as he turned to try to get the ball, the feet got tangled amongst himself and was unable to get in there. So a 3rd and 1. A lot of times you'll see that extra tight end, Mr. Drake Davis, coming in. Drake, just a sophomore, but 6'1", 210, solid young man. Now, Smiley, hands off to Elijah over that right side, just drops ahead, rolls forward, gets down to the 20, picked up 9 yards on a 3rd and 1. Something, Brad, I meant to mention earlier, the Wolverines this year coming into this game were 31 for 78. Respectable, but you'd always like to see it better. The thing is, here tonight, I don't know how many 3rd downs they've even had the way they've moved the ball. Smiley, hands off to Elijah that time. Not much room to run there as Nazir Humphreys was in there to slow things down. So Heath Lewis was in there to help on that. So a short gain brings up a 2nd down and 9. Wolverines in the red zone. And they bumped again. Smiley's doing something in his cadence.
Absolutely.
That's bringing them off sides. And I say that as a compliment for the Ellwood City junior quarterback. In the red zone. Let's call it the Nico's gave us pizza night. The Nico's red zone. There we go. There's a handoff to Elijah. Tries to bounce the outside. And nice fumble. Whole scrum on the ground. Still rolling around. Somebody get on it.
It's New Brighton.
And New Brighton sure feeling good about it right now.
Yep.
And that time they kind of caught Elijah trying to go to the outside, bounce it out. So
Lewis with the recovery there.
Heath Lewis, number 24, I thought it was 4. Number 24, Heath Lewis there gets the turnover. So that's what the second turnover for the Wolverines. 1 interception, 1 via the fumble now. Don't forget, folks, you can catch this game, the halftime festivities, the crowning of the 2023 homecoming court, homecoming queen on our YouTube channel and ecwolverines.com. Now Taylor throws it out there, got his man, makes the catch, was number 3, driven out of bounds there, all the way across the field. I believe that was Dante Pierce as Salata made the catch, picks up about 7 on the play. No, Curitan on the tackle. I think what the last 2 weeks we saw the Wolverines get deep with the long ball. Tonight, it looks like New Brighton's just trying to send people deep and then just do the dirty work underneath. Try to get them 5, 7, 8 yards. I think they know they have an ineffective running game, so this is where they need to be. Play clock down to 7 as Taylor stands there. 3 seconds, and he gets the ball off just in time. Taylor rolls around to the right. Under pressure, down he goes. A whole bunch of Wolverines in there. I want to think Dotch is in there.
I think that's
Officially
Twiddell.
Twiddell.
Yep,
Twiddell. Evan Twiddell gets another sack to his junior resume. A former Newcastle News Defensive Lineman of the Week so far this season, making his presence known tonight. Going to loss of 6, brings up a 3rd and 10.
That's big, Thad, because turnover, maybe New Brighton goes down the field, cuts us down to single digits, and now you're stuck with a 3rd and 10.
Yep, from deep in their own territory.
5 seconds again.
Ball's on the 15-yard line. 2 seconds.
Just
get it off. He fakes the handoff. Wants to go deep. He
Too
does. Got a man
far.
down there.
Oh
what a
my.
catch by number 5. He's going down. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Are you kidding me? Mike Vion just caught the pass. 85-yard touchdown run or touchdown pass from Taylor. They went deep that time as Vion caught the ball. I'm going to say at about the 45-yard line.
Official timeout because he's still down.
Yes, he got rolled up on there as he went into the end zone. He's on the turf, sitting up, but in obvious discomfort. wanting to get looked at by the training staff. He's sitting right there in front of the New Brighton cheerleaders. But not to take away. Who was on chase there?
11.
Gilchrist. Yeah.
Gilchrist. But another time the Wolverines got deep.
Thad, we can
And
talk.
all of a sudden.
We could talk about some of these games in the past. Like, if you go back and look at this series, you go back just 5-6 years ago, we're looking at scores of 54-40, 38-26, 33-21, 40-41. It just seems like this game, this matchup has always had 30s or 40s up on the board. My goodness. What are we at now? 75 points, and we still have a quarter to go. Wow.
So as they're attending to, that is Vion.
They're not going to let this play go, right? I was going to say.
No, they can't. He's still laying on the
There's
field.
no way. I was going to say, what? Okay, there we go. I was like, what? Oh, my. 75 points.
Yes.
This morning, my score line for today's game was, it's pretty close actually, was going to be 42-20. And it was at one point.
Yep.
About, I don't know, 10 minutes ago.
All right, he's officially drug off the field now, so.
Okay, they're working on him. It's definitely lower body. He's sitting in he's just kind of sitting up there as they're getting a look at him and get him some water now. And some fellas going over there. Hey, I think I failed to mention this, Brad. The beautiful tiara that the homecoming queen was given tonight was donated by Blocker Jewelers. Our great friends, Mary and her whole gang there at Blocker Jewelers, always, I'm pretty sure she does some stuff over at Riverside too. So, hey, if you need something sparkly and shiny, check out Blocker Jewelers. Now, number 6, Jesus Farina. And Vion, did he walk over there himself, or
Yes.
did he have help?
Nope, on his own power.
He had some friends to lean on that were pretty big. Totally mistimed, and a flag comes in. The point stands right now, no good. We'll wait to see what the flag is. But
I don't know because the
holder-
VAR judge.
the one
held
went
up
one
his
way,
hand.
the one went the other.
Yeah, and this is big because this could be a 9-point lead. I don't think it's against Ellwood. I don't think so. I think it was a bad snap, and I think somebody was like going to throw maybe it was a false start or something like that. Maybe.
I don't know. They're talking to Ellwood players.
Yeah, I think they're telling them to go. Don't worry about the players. Worry about the call.
So as the officials are conversing.
They're talking to Ellwood. Yeah, put it on.
Yeah.
Assess it on the kickoff.
Well, just decline the penalty.
Yeah,
if the extra
absolutely.
kick's no good, decline the penalty.
I think it's an option that you can decline it and still accept it, though.
No, it's against Ellwood
Personal
City.
foul against Ellwood City.
No.
So was it after the play then? It has to be after the play. So that the kick is no good, and so then it'll be afterwards they'll assess it. So, yeah, so it's after the
What
kick.
did he say? Did he say the extra point was good or not?
No. No, the
It's
kick
still
was not
33,
good.
so I'm guessing no good.
Yeah. Okay, now they changed it now, finally.
Yeah, no, the one official, Dakota was right, said it was good. The other one had his hand in his pocket reaching for his flag. So, I mean, to me, the kick looked good from here. The ball was bobbled. So now you have an 8-point game. 4:41 this third quarter. Feels like I'm watching the Titanic. It's so long.
Absolutely. You nailed that. That's another good one. It seems like
They're
the
just
Titanic.
coming. These aren't prepared. These are just
I'm
happening.
you're on point, though.
Now this is where you do an onside kick.
Oh, for sure now. You did it once already. Keep doing it the rest of the night. Why not?
I didn't watch the Titanic. I don't like movies. I know the ending.
Shouldn't be laughing, but that is pretty good again. Stop while you're ahead. Stop
We got 16 more minutes of this good time, folks. So here's the run up and the kick.
He slipped when he kicked it,
He did.
but it still goes through.
So he's a pretty good kicker. So touchback. Wolverines will have the ball at the 20-yard line. Oh, man. New Brighton has life.
They do.
And really,
I don't.
I mean, we're at the point right now, the next team that gets a defensive stop could win this game. So Wolverines now get the ball.
By the way, we did crash, the 700 mark. We're almost at 800 now.
Okay. Can we get 1,000?
I think so.
So Davis comes back in on the line. Smiley pitches it out there to Elijah. Gives chase. Makes a man miss. Zigs and zags and hit there by Taylor. But about a 12-yard gain for Elijah. He's got to be crowding close to 200. All-purpose yards, he's probably 250 because he had a 55-yard touchdown run. So that is, plenty enough for a first down as they mark the ball at the 33-yard line.
Now what?
I think we got a timeout.
Official timeout.
No, we got another injury.
Oh, an injury down.
Yep.
Number 58, big fella for New Brighton, is slow to get up. Cahill Castaneda, 6'2", 290.
And that looks like a cramp.
Yeah, but the way his body was twisted, I thought, man alive, that knee
right?
looks-
He was holding that leg weird.
Then when he put his body straight, wasn't quite as bad.
Elijah Palmer Kane officially 15 carries, 194. And he was in first place. That West Green kid came back, and he put up, 300 yards. He was up over 1,000.
Yeah, that's one thing Mohawk did last week is they kind of kept
neutralized
Elijah
it.
at bay with just 32 yards at the end of the night. So good to see that. Number 58, Cahill Castaneda, walking off the field with his own power. Almost acted like he wanted to go back toward the huddle, but got to sit out a play when that happens. So Wolverines now 1st and 10, ball on the 33-yard line. I can't believe that 95-yard or 85-yard touchdown pass. Smiley goes back to pass, chunks it out there. Oh, Davis got a hand on it. Good coverage there by Taylor. It would have been a pretty awesome catch if Davis could have pulled it in.
Absolutely. Is there just good coverage, and I like that play because he was there. It could have been a big gainer.
But there was good coverage.
Yes.
That's about the only place that Chris could have put that ball to have a chance. 2nd and 10 now. Ball on the 33. Hand off to Luciano Gagrick. Puts that head down, runs, and hit hard. Picks up about 6 yards on the play. As, let's see, Niger Humphreys gets up off the bottom of the pile. So 3rd down and 3 now for the Wolverines. Michael Walters here on the short side. Gilchrist and a side kick on the wide side left. Smiley hands off to Elijah. Bounce outside, misses one tackle. He's going to get enough to spot for the first down as number 1, Giante Moore, was in there to stop him, but he needed about 3 for the first down and got 5.
So give credit to Palmer. 16 carries. Oh, my bad. 199. My apologies.
So now Smiley on his 1st and 10, ball at the Ellwood City 45. Hand off to Elijah. There's his 200 yards. Makes a man miss. Weaves and spins around and gets her out. Going to be another 10 yards for an Ellwood City first down. Taylor making his presence known not only offensively but defensively with another stop. Wolverines moving the ball methodically here. I wish I'd have put the time down when this started. We'll have that for all the post-game activity. And in Brad's write-up, he'll do this week. There's a handoff to Luciano Gagrick. Puts the head down, gets 2 people to miss. Going to get about 7 yards driving forward. as Giante Moore was in there again to make the stop. Give Luch about 7 yards on that play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 3. Wolverines just can't turn the ball over here. There's a handoff to Luch around the left side. Tries to cut it back in. Going to get enough. Luch has that amazing ability, just kind of dart. You think he's down, and then he darts forward for another 3 or 4 yards.
Also, quick recovery by him. He was going out to the left, and
Yeah.
it was blocked.
quick little
and
jump
quick
back,
came
yep.
in.
Quick back in. Hunter Lewis on that last tackle. So now 1st and 10. Ball at the 31.
Gotta get this off. Looks like
They're
we may
going to have
burn
to take a
timeout.
time
Yeah.
because you got 5.
Yep. So a timeout there by the Ellwood City Wolverines. Hey, we got some Touchdown Club members. Gave $750. That's Diamond Dance Academy, the T-Box, Signs by Sam, the Color Center, Venezi Sporting Goods and Apparel, D4 Property Service, and Campers Inn RV. Then our Field Goal Club is Allen's Lawn Care, Pangonis Chiropractic, Air Physical Therapy and Fitness, Allied Rubber and Supply, Air Physical Therapy, I'll get back to that. Youngblood Paving, Steffler Window Cleaning, Spokane Orthodontics, Gagrick Brothers Painting, Myers Auto Group, Mobros Lawn Care Service, and of course the great funeral homes here in town. Teola's Funeral Home, Joseph Toman Funeral Home, Turner Funeral Home, and Marshall Funeral Home. As always, you get the Thad Sturgeon guarantee. These funeral homes will be the last to let you down. So 42-34 presently. Wolverines had to burn that timeout. They'll have 2 remaining.
Even
49.
Even with this 4-minute drive, Wolverines' time of possession, 19 minutes, almost 20 minutes to 10, basically. I mean, it's this is half their time possession right here.
And they got 42 points. That's I tell you, they don't have the ball very long.
Crazy.
Big plays from the 31. Smiley hands it off. Luciano Gagger keeps the legs a churning. Going to get it down to about the 27-yard line. Taylor was in there.
He's limping just a little
Yeah,
bit.
got a little hitch. Just giddy up as he's coming off the field. Ethan Patterson will come in to take his spot.
If I'm not mistaken, it is starting to rain on the field as well.
Yeah, I started to see that mist there.
It's a
Dakota.
little
It's-
misty.
It's
There you
very close.
One of the joys of this job in a press box. 2nd and 5. Handoff, Elijah around the right side, going to bounce it out. Oh, and taken down from behind was number 4,
Wow.
Najir Humphreys. And
Wow.
was wanting the horse collar tackle there was Elijah. Some nights that might have got called that way.
But got the first down.
He did, down to the 17-yard line. So Smiley now. Last time we were down here, turned it over there, unfortunately. Patterson weaves his way through, drives his leg forward, knocks over. I believe it's probably Taylor in there. Positive yardage.
5 and 1.
So Giante Moore.
And there is a 75, and unfortunately we do not have a 75. You are right, though.
So now a 2nd down and 8 for the Wolverines. Waning seconds here of the 3rd quarter. Handoff, Patterson tries up the middle, makes and he got tripped up.
Number 7.
I think Taylor got an arm out there,
And he
to
was
stop
on
Patterson because he was on his way.
And he was on the ground when he made that
Yes, he
tackle.
was.
Wow.
Yeah. So at the end of 3 quarters of play, not a whole lot of defense, to be honest with you. Score right now is the Ellwood City Wolverines 42, the New Brighton Lions 34. We'll be right back. welcome back, folks. Wolverines on this 3rd and 1. Oh, stoppage of play.
Encroachment again.
Yes, and that's going to give them the first down.
Wow. That's big.
It is. Automatic will be a first down for the Wolverines. They'll have it 1st and goal from about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, it should be technically 12 seconds, or 12 minutes. It should be 12 minutes.
New guy running the clock tonight. Yep, they fixed it. He fixed it.
You put it back on 12?
Yeah, well, the official's trying to get him to do it. So, back on, here we are. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Handoff, Elijah gets her into the end zone for the 4-yard touchdown run, making the score 48-34. The shootout continues. Extra point forthcoming. So a nice drive there by the Wolverines. That drive went 80 yards. That helps the stat line.
Oh, yeah, it does. Thanks, Thad.
So
did not expect.
So Caitlin Kreitzer now on for the extra point. She's been perfect so far tonight. And good snap. Kick is up and counted. It's good. Touchdown. Extra point is good.
Yep.
By Miss Caitlin Kreitzer.
Dakota, you are right. It's actually coming down a little bit harder than I expected. I got a good glimpse of it. It's a little bit of rain out there.
So.
And I'm glad that we're in here and they're
cooling off a little bit. And
the teams aren't.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Seeing some of the crowd disperse.
490 yards on offense on 44 plays for Ellwood City. Flip side, 355 for 52 plays. You combine those numbers, we're talking 845. We're on our way to 1,000.
We just got 3 seconds into the 4th quarter.
3 or 4.
So, yes, 49-34. 3 seconds gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's Miss Caitlin Kreitzer with the run-up and the kick. High and over and kick and stays inbounds. Taken there by number 5 at about the 22-yard line. Looking for a block, has a seam. Up the middle he goes, gets some more blocks. There's a block in the back. That is too bad. Number 19 just cleaned.
Yep.
Number 21 in the back. A.J. Grinnan. So going to come back. A nice return. He took it from the 22 all the way into Ellwood City territory. But flag sitting there at about the 42-yard line. And it's tough for that return team because you don't know your guy returning the ball, reverses field, whatever it might be. And next thing you know, you're hitting somebody in the back.
So where was the spot on this one?
The flag was at about the 42.
So he was walking from the 45.
So,
Okay.
Yep, they're going to have it 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Which is good because that means in 65 yards we'll be over 800 for the game. Good grief. So Taylor in the shotgun. Back to pass. I mean, he don't even move his feet until he gets chased.
Yeah.
Rolling around that left side. Up the lane he goes. Makes a man miss. Going down there. And a huge hit from behind.
Dacia.
Was Daccio coming from the defensive end position. Chased the guy 15 yards down the field. But give Taylor credit. He took that ball from the 35 of New Brighton down to the 41-yard line. So about a 21-yard gain. Close enough?
Yeah, close. I'm going to say you're off on that one. Normally you're on point. 24 official.
24.
yards.
Oh, man.
Three's the ballpark
Wow.
range.
Man. I'm crushed over here. Taylor now in the shotgun from the 41. Keeps it. Oh, ball batted in the air and gave chase.
Who was that?
On the slide. Dante Pierce.
Or Cureton. One of the two.
21,
Yep.
I believe. Or 28, excuse
28,
me.
yeah.
Patterson.
28 Patterson. So ball falls incomplete, stops the clock. Next week, we're traveling for the first time this season. We go to Beaver Falls, correct?
Absolutely.
So we'll be down at Geneva College. I just lost the name of the stadium. Reeves Stadium.
Beautiful
5
location.
seconds left. Yes, it is. So not far of a drive for Ellwood fans. Going deep this time. Got off the fingertips.
Man.
That would have been a pretty play. As number 14, the intended receiver, Jackson's on. Got his fingertips on it. Another hand length, and he got a nice gain.
23 there for coverage, I believe.
Cureton.
So 3rd and 10, 2 incomplete passes. That's going to lower our average yards per play in this game to just a little less than 12. So,
If you round up, it's still 12.
yeah, Taylor now in a shotgun on his 3rd and 10. Walters gives chase.
This is big. This is big.
Trying to get him down.
there, buddy.
Walters does not let go on a play, and he throws it up.
Yep.
Kind of a Hail Mary type of thing. Walters had him in there. Twaddell was in there disrupting things. So it's 4th and 10, ball on the 41-yard line. Down by 15 points with 10:52 remaining.
Big play.
No, they are going to be in punt formation.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
No, fakes the punt.
Yep, saw that
Throws it
come
down
in.
there.
No!
And,
Okay. We're
Almost
okay with that.
almost intercepted, but it's just as well.
By
It's
Cureton.
4th down.
Yep.
And the ball's going to go over on downs. Tried to catch the Wolverines sleeping there. The line gave chase.
We did say that, Thad. That's like the 4th or 5th week in a row. The quarterback is the punter. And we knew it was coming at some point this year.
So Wolverines will take over now with 10:47 remaining.
Oh, now we went down to about 11 yards per play.
Okay. So Smiley in the shotgun. He awaits the snap. Plenty of time on the play clock. It's just getting close to 10 seconds. Back to pass. Wants to go deep. Rolls around.
Yeah, this is coming back.
Yep. So ball gets thrown out of bounds. Did you see a flag?
Yep.
Yeah, it's back here at the
It's going to be a hold
35.
against Ellwood.
Okay.
Probably the first time we've heard holding against Ellwood in about 3 games, to be
Yeah,
honest.
they've been
It's
pretty
been a
good. Been
while.
pretty good that way.
And that's just a product of good coverage because Smiley had nowhere to go and he ran and unfortunately get help.
Well, he had E coming out of the backfield,
Yep.
but he was rolling away the other way. So going to knock that back. So the 29-yard line, going to bring up a first in a bunch.
Should be 22 or yeah.
Yep.
With
Hand off there to Elijah. Oh, nice hit.
Good tackle.
Good tackle there by
52.
number 52, Vincenzo Curie. Got really no gain on the play.
Hunter loose.
Did you say 52?
Yeah, 52.
It was 52.
Hunter loose.
I read the wrong thing, sorry.
Yep.
We didn't mention we got, excuse me.
Back
Smiley.
Smiley. Whoa, man.
Just over the head of intended receiver, Dominic Hogue. Salata with coverage. Now,
The play,
3rd down and 21.
yeah, your playbook does not have a lot of plays for 3rd down and 21.
Yeah, but when you're averaging 12 yards a play, you're halfway there.
Are you living on a prayer?
I'm halfway there.
Okay.
Bon
figured
Jovi
I'd
reference.
ask.
Did you get that? There's a dump to Declan Gray. Up that
Like
middle
it.
he goes.
There it is. First down.
No, he's not. About 10 yards
Oh,
short.
I'm looking at the wrong
But
stick.
you got half of what you were looking for, and now it's 4th down. But that's the 3rd time they've tried that play tonight, and it's been effective. So a 15-yard gain, going to bring up a 4th down and 6. Ball sitting on the Ellwood City 45-yard line.
It looks like they're going to go for it.
The Wolverines on this season so far are 5 for 21 on 4th downs.
And they're going for it with 4 wide receivers. Wow.
And a timeout.
Okay.
Coach Bradley wants to discuss this.
I would want to discuss it too.
Can we take a timeout quick too, Brad?
Yep.
Welcome back, folks. A big 4th down and 6 here. Wolverines up by 15, but a little over 9 minutes remaining in this contest. So Smiley barking his signals. Looks like he's trying to get him to draw him off sides. Wanting to go deep, goes down the field. There's a catch to number 1, Dominic Hogue.
What
gets
do we
her down
gotta
to the
say?
31.
Good call.
Great play there. And Taylor brings him down, but not. He needed 6 yards. Gets it all the way down to about the 29-yard line. So was it 26-yard gain on the play on a big 4th down. Keeps Wolverines with possession. We went over 900 yards of offense in this game on that play.
Yes, we
Handoff
did.
to Elijah Palmer McCain. Hit there, stood up by some New Brighton Lions. Number 7, Taylor with the stop. 75 was in there to slow things down too, to finish him off, which we do not have on our roster. We apologize. So going to bring up picked up a 5 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 5. For the Wolverines. The rain is just kind of an annoying mist, if you will. Smiley back.
He's got
his
him.
man down
Walters.
there. Is he going to get it?
He got it, baby.
Down. 24-yard pass play to Michael Walters. That's 5 touchdown passes.
Thad, we said it. Walters has been held to 1 catch, but we knew somehow another receiving touchdown. I think that's, 8 or 9 now?
For Walters?
It's up there.
Yes, it is. Walters gets his, that's his 6th TD
really?
On the year, according to
Still.
your stats you gave me before the game.
I don't even know. 24-yard pass.
55 to 34 in favor of the Wolverines. That was 25 yards. Here's the kick by Kreitzer, and
Blocked.
it's going to be
Missed.
a little bit short.
Yeah, that was officially blocked.
So it was. So we have an injured player down on the field for New Brighton. They're at about the original line of scrimmage, trying to get to his feet and gingerly getting it off to the sidelines. That's number 14, Jackson Zahn. So with that, we got about 925 yards of offense in this game so far tonight. So to say it's a defensive struggle is a stretch. But that's 5 touchdown passes tonight for Chris Smiley.
That was technically partially blocked by number 4, Humphreys.
Okay.
So that's what I got. Yeah, some of these numbers are just ridiculous. That, I mean, look at the stat. I mean, this is going to be a night. The alert just got on my phone about skylights. We're not even done here. It's 9:40 already. Got all these. It's just ridiculous. 561 to 379 on yards. 561. Palmer.
Tonight, Palmer will go over 1,000 yards rushing for the season. Chris Smiley, 1,000 passing, 2,000 for his career, just a junior with some games left on this season. Here comes Caitlin Kreitzer. High kick. She's been lucky to hit that ball.
Right, and it's worked this time around.
22 stopped.
There you go.
Almost fumbled the ball. Was able to get it back. Number 39, Declan O'Brien, was in there.
Humphreys is down again.
Yeah, he is.
And this one doesn't look good. He was down quick.
So here comes the trainer from New Brighton. We don't give these trainers enough love. I don't care what team you are. They're at all the practices. They're at all the games. They're at not just the football games, they're at the volleyball games. They're at the soccer games. Their presence is known everywhere. They really don't have a work schedule. It's just kind of working all the time when season is in play. So they're tending to Humphreys now down on the field. So 8:07 remaining here in the game. We'll take a timeout. Welcome back, folks. Number 4, Nizier Humphreys, runs off the field on his own power. So New Brighton's going to set up shop, down 21 points, 1st and 10, ball resting on their own 20-yard line. That last drive by the Wolverines, key play of that game was converting a 4th down and 6. Here's Taylor, back to pass. Got a flag out there, and he's going to be sacked as number 39, O'Brien, was in there. A huge loss on the play. Coverage sack that time.
PJ DuBois just like, I didn't do it.
Holding.
They're going to decline that.
Yes, they will. So O'Brien with the sack and a huge loss. Ball is all the way back at the 9-yard line, it appears. So a loss of 11 on the play.
My goodness.
Going to bring up a second. They're going to call it 2nd down and 20. Taylor in the shotgun, 3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Gets the ball, throws it out there. Got his man. Great defensive play there. Curitan got his hand up there. He's wishing he had the interception, but he was able just to gave Hahn no chance to catch that ball. Zahn, I beg your pardon.
I tell you what, though, he's got an arm. He's slinging it.
He does, but
it's not necessarily the most accurate. But he has led some great passes right into people's arms.
He has. He's missed some. The senior quarterback, Taylor, 4 seconds on the play clock. They do get it off on a 3rd and 20. Scrambling for his life. Bottled up there and taken down. It's not going to go in the books as a sack, but he didn't get near close to 20 yards, about 4 of them.
Dacia, I believe, on the tackle.
Dacio, another sack for his resume. I think that's 2 or 3 for him tonight, and he came in with 6 or 7. So 4th down now and 17. Ball on the 12-yard line.
Yeah,
13-yard line.
It is a punt. Everybody just walks away from it like this.
And it does take a New Brighton bounce.
Okay with that.
Going to rest at the 48-yard line. So about a 35-yard punt. for Taylor and the New Brighton Lions. So now Wolverines will come in. And have it 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. 6:46. Hey, folks, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You'll see the cheerleaders down there with the pink pom-poms and a lot of pink ribbons seen around the stadium here this evening. 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Smiley in the shotgun. Elijah over 200 yards running on the night. Going to add to that total here as he goes up that left side. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. 48-yard run for Elijah Palmer McCain. He had a seam and made him pay. It's 61-34. So a nice one-play drive there for the Wolverines. Took all but about 6 seconds to do.
You're going to have to wait. There's a PAT.
So
we'll just go on record. Definitely check out the stats tonight because there are going to be records broken. You're going to have to give me a night to do it, though, because there's a lot of records being broken.
So Kreitzer now on. Does that put us over 1,000 yards?
We're real close. We're at 900-something combined.
A little high snap there, but Kreitzer,
she got it.
She does get it.
Yep.
Give Declan Gray, put an asterisk by that one. Able to handle that snap, get her down, not mess up the timing. Let's take a timeout. It's 62-34. Here tonight. We'll have 1,000 yards. We're at 982.
980.
No, for the whole game.
For the whole game combined. Yep.
Oh, there's the kickoff. We back yet?
Yeah, absolutely.
He runs up the side.
Boy.
Are you kidding me? Don't do it, Caitlin.
Yeah, just let it be. Let it be.
Oh, she slowed him down.
That was a smart move.
She slowed him down. Number 24 caught him from behind. Colton Gullo not giving up on a play. Rolled up on him.
Did you see her actually touch her and then he fell down, right?
No.
I wanted to give her a tap.
He is down.
Yes, he is down. But a huge return there. We weren't live, weren't we?
We were.
Okay.
Yeah. We did catch it. We did catch it. Number 5. And that was at the...
Mike Vion. He's been cramping up here.
Yeah.
It's probably the 3rd, maybe 4th time.
I'll get you the number. He was at the 24. And we're saying what? The 26?
Yep, 26-yard line.
So all the way back to the 26. That was a 50-yard return.
Wow. It was. And the intimidator, Caitlin Kreitzer, slowed him down.
And then number 24 with
Gullo.
the tackle.
With tackle not giving up on the play.
That I don't think we're done yet.
No, we're not. 6:27
left. This is just stupid. I mean, we can go through all this stuff, and in the end, Thad, you just want to win. A win's a win, but this is just the weirdest way. And you said it right, Thad. What do you take away from this game that you can use as momentum? Great, you put up 62, you may get the win here, but most of this tape and most of this film, it's going to be probably thrown out the door because it's not anything that's good.
Right.
You put up 62, you give up 34, you give up a bunch of yards. It's the good and the bad. And
chunk plays.
The ugly.
Chunk plays. But, hey, don't forget, folks, DJ Too Nice, the main man, is doing the junior high dance tonight. And then homecoming dance tomorrow night. So all the pictures we'll be taking around town at the gazebo and all the nice spots. Be watching out for that tomorrow night.
I'll be dancing at our Fall Flannel Fest tomorrow night. DJ winning a niche.
Okay.
Little plug.
There's Taylor back. Dodges.
Come on, Dodge.
Missed him.
And this is going to be a touchdown.
There's Taylor. Got one man to beat and
good
taken
tackle.
down there by number 28, Ethan Patterson, but not after about a 21-yard gain, 22-yard gain. So it's 1st and goal now. We officially now have gone over 1,000 yards of total offense in this game.
Yeah, that's a crazy combined number, if you ask me.
Between the two teams. I'd have never thought New Brighton was going to score 35 points tonight.
Yeah, no.
They're almost. I'll find
delay
out
of
here.
game.
Yep, delay. They're going to call timeout.
They got the
Timeout.
That I would also say, and I'm not, I know you're saying it, I would also say that I didn't expect 62 points either.
No.
That's not, again, the good, the bad, and the ugly, everything in between. 552.
They've scored 48 points in 6 games, and they're knocking on the door to score 40 tonight. But,
well, I mean, if there's one good thing for Ellwood, I guess, is your offense is clicking.
it is clicking.
Your defense, not so much. But, I mean,
It's going to be a different opponent, though, the
next
next
week.
2 weeks.
Yeah, and the
Because
following.
you got Neshannock and
Even the last. Because
Riverside.
I mean,
we're
we
playing
can
there,
talk
Riverside.
about it now. We can talk about it a little bit. I don't want to say this game's in hand, but if Ellwood would win tonight, it pretty much sets it up, folks, where Ellwood just has to win one more game in section play. Unless there's some upset by Freedom, they have the edge over Freedom. We assume Riverside, but there's a lot of work to be done the next 3 weeks.
Yes, there is.
Now, in fact, 3 weeks and 5:52 left.
Now we're going to be good until they come up with a 28-yard play, 28-point play. Taylor almost would have been a legal man downfield, would have been fun. The ball was tipped there. Was that Reynolds in there? No, number 76. Yeah, Tristan Reynolds was.
They're going to say
Twiddell. Okay. So now it's second down. Ball's incomplete. 2nd and goal from the 4.
As it is officially 55 degrees. It feels like 50.
I think it was 72 when I drove
what a drop.
in. So on this 2nd down and 4, all spread out. Taylor in the shotgun. Does that quick pass, a little bit of a fade. Goes up, and a nice, ball falls out.
Oh, wow.
I thought he had it. Dante Pierce was there to disrupt things as it goes to the ground. Intended receiver, Bryson Porter-Jones. So now, but it's almost 10 o'clock.
It's going to be rough. This is going to be rough for me tonight. I'm okay with it because a lot of points, but this is going to be rough getting stats in. Oof.
There's a handoff and
tripped
tries
up.
to
This guy
drive
right
forward.
here, is that Twiddell again?
I believe
that was
so,
Twiddell.
On that 3rd and goal. So, and folks, I'm getting text, hey, is this records and things? We will have all that for you in the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
62 points.
Give
I
Brad
don't
some
recall. I don't recall being that. Now,
if you want to find out yourself, go on our website.
The groupies and that all that get off on that stuff, they'll be finding it out here pretty quick.
When I hear groupies, I think of hippies. I know that's pretty much what you're referencing in a sense.
Here's on 4th and 4. Rolls around there.
Come on.
O'Brien throws it up.
Boy. Did he?
No,
my goodness.
Falls to the ground.
It was batted away almost.
That would have been back-to-back weeks. You got to be kidding me again.
That is turnover on downs. It's 4 minutes and 52 seconds. New Brighton was threatening, but came up a little bit short. So the Wolverines will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 4-yard line. So that means we'll be able to add on a whole bunch more yards in this game if it keeps going like this. So, but yeah, we'll have all the records for you. We're over 1,000 yards. We got the 62 points. I don't recall, but you think back in there to them late 80s teams, they had some pretty big wins there.
Oh, I can guarantee you. I know
we got
sorry.
handoff there, and really didn't gain anything. We got back to play there. Dante Pierce was carried, no gain on the play.
What I was going to go with that is, I know there was a 72-0 game for Ellwood back in the day, but we're talking beyond 1980s. We're talking 1950s.
What did you say earlier? This is our 67th homecoming.
Yeah.
The first game was in 1907. Encroachment.
Oh, my. Now what?
So,
Yep.
Encroachment. Going to give them 5 yards. So, that's 1907.
116.
Yeah, I think Frank Alloy was a lineman on that team. No, I'm just having fun.
You're going to get a call.
So, on the 2nd and 5,
Fumble.
fumblage. And
I think Smiley got back on it.
Chris Smiley jumped back on that ball.
Jeez. Don't do this, folks.
Yes,
Don't do this to
please,
me.
Just
whatever you got to do.
That's the one thing. Usually when you see a 62-point score, somebody's mercied.
To be honest.
So the clock keeps rolling.
Yeah. This has been one. I mean, this is like previewing Halloween or something. Some weird, wacky game.
So Smiley now in the shotgun on a 3rd and 6. Hands off to Dante Pierce. He gets it out to about the 10-yard line. And that is going to be enough for an Ellwood City first down. 3:20 remaining in the game.
No,
Fourth down
and 5.
You did exactly what I did.
Oh, I looked the wrong stick. Not our first game, but we sometimes act like
Sounds
it.
like it.
We try to. We don't want people to get content with how awesome we are. We have to purposely screw up. But anyway. Did they come
offsides again?
Please no.
Timeout.
Okay.
Timeout.
New Brighton. Their final timeout.
New Brighton. So next week, keep apprised to all of our social media accounts, and we'll let you know where we're going to be at next week. Volleyball, I know, is at Shenango Tuesday night. I don't know if we talked about, we haven't gone on the road any, but that might be a fun one to go on the road too if we don't have something else going on. But talked to Dotson last week from Lawrence County Sportsnet. They may be covering that game as well.
And I know the next couple weeks they're going to go all out. They're going to try and get in some soccer games, and you said it. They're going to try and get a lot more volleyball games here.
And I know, their schedule's busy too. We have a really good working relationship with Lawrence County Sportsnet.
Everything is away Tuesday.
And to give them credit, they're not just sending out one crew each
they got a
Friday.
couple
They're sending
crews.
out 4 or 5.
Yeah, they got several crews out. I know they were at several games here. So on this 4th and 4 punt formation, first time tonight. That's nice to say. First time you're punting under 3 minutes to go. And he does get it off Declan Gray. And it's going to kind of die right there at the 48-yard line. So 37-yard punt. Declan came in tonight averaging 31.5 yards per punt. So that'll increase his average a little bit. And then next week, of course, we'll be at Beaver Falls, coming to you from Reeves Field down there at Geneva College, as we'll be taking on Beaver Falls. The halftime score, Beaver Falls was up on Mohawk 12-7. Going to be interesting to see. I mean, every other game in a WPL has to be over by now. We're over at 10 o'clock here. But
pretty darn close.
So ball on the 47-yard line, 2:46 remaining.
And I think we're going to get a timeout, Ellwood. A lot of subs.
Yep.
So final timeout, Ellwood City.
Just delaying the inevitable. I guess, can we say the old adage, if you lose them, if you don't, use them, if you don't,
I guess so.
I guess, maybe.
Yep. Go ahead and do that.
Oh man. So while we have a timeout, we'll just throw them out there. I mean, Ellwood City so far 610 yards to 394, an average per play 11.3. Elijah Palmer Kane finished with 285 for 4 touchdowns. Chris Smiley 275, 5 passing touchdowns. Again, these are numbers. You said thousands and thousands of yards. Some big names, and I mean it's across the board. And the one stat we haven't talked about is receiving wise. Elijah Palmer McCain 71 yards, Dominic Hote 71 yards. There's a bunch of names there. And Thad, I got a big one for you here out of this timeout.
So 1st and 10. There's a handoff. Makes a man miss. Up the middle he goes. Number 4. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Jiminy Christmas, 53 yards for number 4, Nizier Humphreys.
I told you I had something
was it
out
number
of the
4?
timeout.
Am I sure we number 4?
It
Yes.
was number 4,
Okay.
53 yards.
Oh,
I told you it had something out of the timeout.
yep.
And there
Yep.
it was.
What was
That's not what it was, but that's what
I
it
didn't
was.
think so. My goodness. 102 points scored in this game so far tonight. We're not playing basketball. It's a football game.
And still 2:31 to go.
Yes, please somebody take a knee. And they're not going to do it because they know Elijah needs 15 more yards for 300, so we got to see him run the ball some
Yep.
more. They go for 2, and they don't get it. So, with 2:31 remaining, the score is 62-40. We've had touchdown runs of a touchdown run of 53 yards, a touchdown pass of 55 yards, 25 yards, 38 yards. Feel like I'm calling a bingo game.
I'm almost positive it was against Riverside because Ellwood ran for they didn't pass a single time. I think it was back in 2013 or 14. They ran for 616 yards, and that was their total yards gained in that game. And I'm trying to remember what it was. It was like 48-6 over. I think it was a Riverside game, and we're at 610. And like you just said, Thad, I think Palmer McCain's going to get a couple more carries to get that 300 mark, which will probably put us over another record. I know you're looking through your phone looking for all those records that we have out there.
No, I'm not. This is insanity. I mean,
Wait. Are we on the wrong side?
I don't know.
I think
There
were
are so many points in this game. Why don't we just score points for the other team?
This is like 7-on-7.
Yes. I mean, there is no. If we have to pick a defensive player of the game, no, I'm not going to do it.
Is his first name N and then last name O? No.
Yeah. There's a kick. And
it's gonna go out of bounds.
It goes out of bounds. So Wolverines will get the ball at the 15-yard line.
35.
flag.
Oh, 35. Yeah. Okay.
It's a 15-yard penalty. And the clock stays at 2:31.
I don't know.
It's a long night for us.
No,
folks.
it's just. I'm just
This is
thinking.
just getting
If you're still
stupid
sitting here
now.
watching a 62-40 game, you really love your kid.
I can guarantee you, I know 2 people who
I know
are.
there's people watching. We appreciate it. It's great. No, I mean, we're laughing because it is fun. Because I'll tell you what, folks, and I mentioned this earlier. If you just tuned in, we've been on the other side of these games. Maybe not 62 points, but we've been doing this for 6 years. I've called 60-plus games, and I bet you 20-plus of them have been mercy rolled that we've lost. So it's kind of nice to be on this side of it, in a team that's got an upswing to them. That's pretty cool. There's a handoff to Barbaria this time. He weaves and waves his way through for another 8 yards.
19 with the tackle.
So Brady McDaniel coming into the game.
Aiden Hupp with the tackle there.
Okay, that's the
Sorry.
only difference with the turf field. When we had the old dirt field, it was hard as Chinese algebra, and when it got wet, the kids got dirty. You could tell who the new players were coming in.
We're under 2 minutes.
Yeah, we are. So, letting the play clock run down.
Thank goodness. Oh, that was too early.
That's,
Still had 7 seconds.
There's on the left side coming around this way. Got a flag coming.
My God.
Lafrade is coming back as number 23, Richard Curitan, was there. Number 3 in at quarterback, Tyler Amicone. The freshman, 6 foot tall, $155.
Do you have an idea of how many number of penalties this is going to be assessed now?
No idea.
22.
Really?
And we had a couple declines, so that's 22 assessed penalties. Oh.
So flag was downfield, the holding call, so it's going to be a 1st and 13.
Thank goodness.
Or 2nd and 13.
Rolling clock.
Is it really 2nd?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's, yeah.
2nd and 13. Amicone at quarterback. No. I'm not sure who's in there quarterback. That is
There's
Amicone.
3.
There's a handoff.
There we go.
Coming up that left side.
Oh, boy.
Got a seam.
Oh,
makes
boy.
a man miss. And taken down at the 40-yard line was number 23, Richard Curitan. Yes, it was. The freshman.
13.
13 with the tackle.
Mendenhall.
Oh, they're saying 26, but that's not 13.
So now the ball's resting at the 40-yard line. A minute 8 remaining.
27 yards that carry.
Good. Can we get 1,100 yards of offense?
I want one more touchdown, to be honest.
Yeah, why not?
Especially if it's for Curitan, because he's had a good night tonight.
He
to be
has
honest.
defensively. We don't see him run the ball very often, but
Barbario.
yep.
Oh,
Weaves his way through.
PJ pushing him back. My goodness.
PJ Du Bois.
19.
19.
And Huff with the tackle.
Come on, speed up. Get to the line. Get to the line.
I think.
I think that's that. I think they're calling it off.
Yes, I believe the time differential is about the same. Hey, folks.
Oh, my goodness. We just hit 1,100 yards
Did we
on the
really?
dot. On the
no
dot.
kidding.
1,100
yards of offense. Historic night here at Ellwood City as they score 62. We'll have all the records that were broke here tonight. 62-40. A good old-fashioned shootout as the Wolverines.
That's what you want to call it.
Wolverines will go to 4-3, 2-2 in conference. New Brighton Lions will fall to 0-7, 0-4 in conference. On this homecoming night, the Wolverines are going to go home victorious with a win of 62-40. Brad, you want a little time here, or you want to go home and think about this?
No, give me some time here. We'll do this game stats real quick, and then we'll do out-of-town scores, and we'll bring it back.
Okay.
So we'll come back here shortly, folks. Stay with us for a little bit of a wrap-up. All right, folks, welcome back here to Helling Stadium. Final score, Wolverines defeat the New Brighton Lions in something that we would probably say is a shootout, but felt like something else. The Wolverines win by 22. They'll improve to 4-3 and keep their hopes for playoffs alive. And that means pretty much unless Freedom pulls off an upset in the next 2 weeks, it pretty much sets up Wolverines just need to beat somebody down the road here as they travel next week to Beaver Falls, then to Shannock back here home. Senior night, that'll be a good one to definitely be here. Some really neat stuff happening for senior night. And then the last game, obviously, at rival Riverside. Here are some game stats, final stats. They're crooked. It's crazy. It's wacky. It's Halloween. 62-40 final score. Rushing yards, 378 to 150 in favor of Ellwood City. Passing yards, 275 to 297. Total yards. This is going to be cracking some numbers for, in fact, both teams in the past couple of years. 653 for Ellwood, 447 for New Brighton. And if you do that quick math there, Thad, I'm going to check it one more time and carry the one. Yeah, it's 1,100 yards. Turnovers, 2 apiece. Penalties, we finished with 22 penalties, 9 for 90 and 13 for 88. Some individual stats real quick. Elijah Palmer-Kane, 23 carries, 285, 4 touchdowns, along with 48, an average of 12.4. Luciano Gackrick, 6 carries, 42 yards as well. Rushing-wise for New Brighton, it's weird because they got some big runs there late. Brian Taylor, he finished a nice night for him running, to be honest. He led the charge for New Brighton, 15 carries, most of those behind the line pistol and the shotgun action, just scrambling up the middle. 15 carries, 72 yards and a touchdown. Nazir Humphreys, 7 carries, 64 yards and a touchdown as well. Taylor finished 17 of 38, 3 touchdown passes, 2 interceptions, 297, and a long of 85 tonight. Chris Smiley, 14 of 19, very efficient, 1 interception, 5 passing touchdowns, long of 55, and 275. Receiving-wise, oh man, this may be the stat of the night. Elijah Palmer-Kane, 2 for 71, Dominic Hogue, 3 for 71, Dante Pierce, 2 for 49, Declan Gray, 338, Mike Walters, 2 for 32, and Luciano Gacker, 2 for 14. That's not the number. It's the other side. Mike Vion, 9 catches, 3 touchdowns, 244.
Wow.
He had 244 of 297. He had, 244 yards and not 53 yards. Wow. So there's that. Game-wise, stats on defense-wise, leading tackler once again, Caden Daccio, 10 tackles tonight, 1 for loss, had a sack, had a pass broken up there as well. Give credit to Richard Curtin. He had a really good night tonight. He had 7 tackles, 1 for loss. He had a big pass deflection a couple times, and more importantly, he did have that 1 interception that kind of set them up with a short field. On the flip side, leading tackle was Gianta Moore. He had 12 tackles tonight for New Brighton. So there's your game stats. Some final stats here, from out-of-town scores. Big one. And the bus keeps rolling. Jay Rona and the Mohawk Warriors defeat Beaver Falls. They were down 12-7 at halftime. They come back and score 2 touchdowns. That's it. 21-12.
Wow.
Final score. So that will mean Mohawk will improve to 6-1. Beaver Falls falls to, I believe, back down to 3-4. More importantly, 2-3 in section No, check it. 2-2 in section play. And Freedom did lose to Neshannock 35-0. So right now, once again, Mohawk playoffs, Beaver Falls playoffs, Neshannock playoffs. And we're going to talk about Western Beaver. That game's Saturday. They're going to host Riverside. Right now with this win, Ellwood City, they know what it is. They're the 5th place team. They're sitting right now in contention for playoffs. Out-of-town scores, Chartiers Valley defeated Newcastle 28-14. Aliquippa 41-6 over Blackhawk. Washington 43-8 over Stowe Rocks. Laurel holds on and just dominates second half, 21 points in a row, 35-12 over Northgate. Union holds on, puts up 46 on Rochester, 46-28. And the other barn burner, final score, Shenango, 62-12 in favor of Southside Beaver. Thad, please finish tonight.
All right, guys. Hey, we sure do thank you. Congratulations, Ariana Huth for our homecoming queen, Joseph Roth for our homecoming king. Beautiful crowd here tonight. It really was. It was great to see. all the pageantry of homecoming night and all the people here to watch it. Check all of our Facebook, Twitter accounts, ecwolverines.com, and see what we got going on next week. Anything else, guys?
No.
On behalf of Dakota Marshall, our cameraman, our producer, stats guy, and the guy that knows everything that's going on, Brad Windhorst, and myself, Thad Sturgeon, we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Have a great weekend, everybody. Go.